Movies, something we enjoy, from casuals to cinephiles. We form opinions simply out of enjoyment, not to be judged, but just to converse, finding common ground and, well, really just interesting takes as well. That being said, the years, as they do go by, and whether it be from favoritism or albeit biasness at times, nevertheless, it always comes from a warm hearted place. Some call it nostalgia, we just call it love. So, what's your opinion? What's your reason? What's your rank? This is ours. Welcome to the movie years, 1993 and 1996. I am your host, Kal-El Daly. I think you know where you are. And I have some special guests today, as always. I have lovely, the booker herself, Miss Rayleigh Media.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing, Ray?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Doing fine, doing fine. Glad that you're here, man. Couldn't wait to get to these years. These years was interesting. Interesting take. Interesting take.
Yeah, I have to say, in '96, I haven't seen a lot of these.
Really? Really?
Yeah. I mean, I still had enough to make a list,
Uh-huh.
but yeah, I haven't seen a lot of horror movies from '96.
Okay. So you have I want to let you announce that you have some good news about what you've been working on.
Oh yeah. My book is finished. It's published, and it is available on Amazon. You can find my links in on my Instagram account. It's the best place to find my links. Just go to my account, click on my links, and you'll see two, and you'll see that the paperback has its own link, and that's because of a screw up on Amazon's part. But they're both available. You can get ebook, paperback on Amazon.com.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and now that my
Can you
book's
say the
out of the
title for the
way,
book? Because
oh, you were breaking up there.
I'm sorry, I didn't know if it was me or you. Okay, so it was me.
Uh,
So I was just making sure you said the title of your book.
the title is Requiem of an Aria. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like I said, you can get the direct links off of my Instagram if you go to my Instagram profile. Just click on my links, you'll find them in there. The ebook you'll find on the link that says my links. It'll go to my link tree, and it's on my link tree. The paperback is not on my link
Awesome, Ray. I wish I had a round of applause button. I'm so happy for you.
tree. But now that my
Congratulations.
book's out of the way, I can now catch up on my YouTube. So yeah, I'll be doing a catch up video sometime next week.
Mm-hmm. Everybody, go check out Ray. Support my girl here. She's been working on this since I've known her, so it's exciting. And
Yeah.
let me bring up somebody. My first time having this wonderful person up here. I've always wanted to do something with this person, and well, no further ado, the
Uh,
doc, the doc,
Hello. Yeah.
Doc Mortis. Hello, how are you?
I'm doing good. Trying to stay warm. It's getting colder now.
Yeah, it is. It's you. I don't even want to talk about it. I live in Pennsylvania, so it's like it's a little bit bipolar right now, but it's one of those days. It's terrible, especially at night.
Florida
Yeah.
weather is insane. It's going from hot to cold, hot to cold, hot to cold.
Mm.
It's
Mm.
jarring.
Fun.
What side are you on, Doc?
Very north New Mexico.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So we get more cold than like Albuquerque or particularly Roswell. But yeah, it can also be very Arctic, I would
Mm-hmm.
say. We have feet of snow sometimes, so I'm hoping for a gentle winter.
Well, here's hoping you get it. You know, everybody deserves an extra Christmas wish. You know.
If that's what I get, then I'll take that. Just don't make us lose power all the time, okay?
Yeah. Hey, you want to let us know about your page and everything you got going on right now?
Sure. I'm afraid that right now it's a little quiet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping to change that hopefully soon. I'm for those who don't know, currently in college, second semester of my first year, and we're getting close to the end of that, so I have something of a break coming up, and I'm hoping to be able to put out some new content that I've been trying to work on behind the scenes as I can. But for now, it's been a little stagnant. There's still quite a few videos and live streams up there, though, all about horror, of course.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah. I gotta say, I always mention this. I mean, she's done tons of work, but her favorite video still to date of my favorite video still to date is the Nightmare on Elm Street 2, the outlook and the retrospect you had on that. It was so cool.
Thank you. I had fun going to that one because people might not to look bad upon anybody else, but there's a lot of people who will kind of briefly mention the history of it for the queer community, and I wanted to try to highlight that a little bit more for Pride Month when I got that out.
It's not my favorite one, but the funny thing is out of all of the whole franchise, I feel like that one aged the best, and I watched that one the most out of all of them now. So it's funny how that worked out.
It's my favorite. I didn't even finish the film first time I watched it, and I went, this is my favorite.
Wow. It's so dark. I think it gets a lot of crap just because of the rules. It doesn't line up with everything, but I just look at it as Elseworld or like a standalone, like it's, a sequel to 2 and that's it, or just the Elseworld Freddy. People just, because they're like, oh, this doesn't match with the rules of, they've set up in the first movie.
It was the first sequel. What rules?
Right. And it's the 80s. Right. So yeah. So, but that anybody check out the channel no matter what. But that video is phenomenal to me. I just always enjoy that video. I've watched it about 4 times.
Bless you.
But okay, all right, guys. This year, all right, we got 93 and we got 96 this time around. Now this year, how can I say? I'm trying to say this nicely. It wasn't as stacked as I thought. When you look at stuff without the facts in front of you, like as a retrospect, and just off of memory, you think more is going on in that year, but no, really wasn't too much going on. But what was going on was really hard for me. Like it was a little slim for me, but the ones that weren't automatics for me, the placement of them, I'm still questioning, and I almost feel like I can rearrange my top 2. Even like one of them, like my honorable mention, I almost feel like one of those can slide into the 3rd slot, So did you guys have that too?
A
little bit. I mean, in 96 was like, I didn't know 90. I was like, oh, no wonder Scream clinked up. Okay.
Yeah, I can see why Scream was so big. But I haven't seen the Scream movies, so I personally couldn't choose that, but I can see why.
Oh, wait a minute.
Pause.
You haven't seen the first Scream?
No, I haven't seen any of the Screams.
Wow. That, I don't know whether to be stunned or to think how refreshing that is, but wow. I don't know. I mean, because it's cool to hate on Scream now, but Scream was just the first movie, I think, is one of the greatest horror movies of all time. And I'm not even like the Scream stan, but it's like really clear the first movie is that good to me.
Yeah, I really had a problem with letting me watch whatever I wanted when I was younger. I remember my dad watching it, and I sat in the living room and I watched like the beginning half of the movie with Drew Barrymore. But then I was just like, I don't want to do this. I want to go play. So I got up and just left. So yeah. And I never tried to watch it, so.
Right. Okay. Well, that's you don't have no bombs to drop on me like that either, Doc, do you? You've seen Scream, right?
I've seen Scream. I've seen all of them except for the more recent sequels. I need to get to those.
I haven't seen 6. That's the only one I haven't seen. And funny enough, it hasn't been spoiled for me. Okay, chat? But it hasn't been spoiled for me.
I have nothing for you.
Not that it matters. They look like they're going a whole different direction. I don't know. It might be one of those act like the last 2 didn't happen things. Who knows? We'll see. So real quick, I'll just run through this chat. And let's see. It's Sunday. I know, guys. It's always usually a little quiet on Sunday. What's up, Anthony? How are you? Hope your memoirs are going well, buddy. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here. And hello, my other co-host, Katie's Kittens out. Katie, you know you changed your name. I always got to pause because I'm trying to like not say the old name. Katie's Kittens of Horror. Thanks for being here, Katie. We miss you. And Katie couldn't be here. She'll be back next week, hopefully. And she got some stuff going on. So but she did drop a new video, guys. So exciting time for her for that. So check that out. All right. Let's see. Who's this? This face looks familiar. Okay. Oh, that you, Ray? That's you. Okay. Evening, Hunter. You're always here. Oh, lost Ray. Well, good thing I'm going through the comments. I'm sure she'll be back. Evening, Hunter. How are you? Good to see you. Definitely need to see the first one at least. Yeah, Scream. Yeah, I don't know how that happened for Ray. You know, I'm not that person. I'm not looking down, but I'm just like, what kind of parenting? What is happening here? Something. No, I'm joking.
It couldn't be me.
Yeah. Ola, chat. Hello, Cal. And guess. Hey, Ginja. You know you're always welcome up here. I can't wait to have you up here one day. Good seeing you. Thanks for being here. See, our times are very bad. It's hard to get Ginja here. He's in Australia. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well, it's about summer over there, is it not?
Yeah. Kind of wish it was here too. Here's hoping. Then again, if it was that hot here, if it was summer, we would be worried, wouldn't we? So, let's see. All right, and everybody's saying hi to each other. Well, Ray, you're back. I'm glad. Okay, can you hear us, Ray? Let's see. Movie Hunter and Ginja. Okay, Ray, you with us?
Yeah, sorry, I hit the button and I logged myself out.
So you tell them. Well, I mean, at least you're honest. You didn't just blame it on.
Cat stepped on the
No, I didn't lose connection. Mm-hmm. No, I actually hit the button to leave. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm very disappointed. You're lucky we have company. I'm joking. Everybody, thank you for being here. We're going to jump into it. We don't want to keep Doc all night. Let's see. Although I was shocked to see that you're way behind me. I didn't realize how much far behind you were. No wonder you're always on these late night streams. You're far behind everybody.
That and kind of like what you said, time zones, try to line those up as easily as possible. My schedule isn't terribly tight most often, so I can be a little flexible with that.
Oh, that's always good. Flexible. Double jointed is always nice.
I'm that too.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So, Ray, we'll let you start it off here, and so let's go with our honorable mentions for 1993. What do you have?
Okay, for honorable mentions, the first one is Addams Family Value, mostly because, it's not really horror in my opinion, but it's kids horror. Mm-hmm. And the other one is Fire in the Sky. And the reason for this is because I have seen it. I just don't really remember it all that well. Mm-hmm. I just remember bits and pieces of the movie.
Not familiar with that one. I didn't even doing like the little bit of the research. I don't even remember seeing that one. Do you remember anything what it was about or who's in it?
Yeah. I remember. Actor wise, probably not. But I remember it's about these group of friends. They go out, and one of them gets abducted by aliens. The other two try to tell the police, tried to warn everybody that their friend was taken, but they get suspected of murdering this individual. But then the aliens bring him back to Earth, and he has this wild story about how he was abducted and what the aliens did to him. Some of those scenes I remember because they stand out. They were pretty weird and gnarly. But yeah, as he comes back and he's telling everyone that he was abducted by aliens and that they used him as test subject and things like that, they just think he's crazy.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why my mind, when you was just describing that, my mind just instantly went to that guy in Independence Day when nobody would believe him that the aliens abducted him. You guys remember Independence Day?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were making fun of the guy until the aliens came back to Earth, and they're like, "Oh, he was telling the truth." Yeah. Oh, that sounds interesting. That's more, is it more of a rated R movie? You remember?
I I think it is just because, like, I remember some of the scenes where he describes how he was being like uh tested on and some stuff, and it showed some of it, and it was pretty, like I said, it was pretty graphic. Not graphic as in like horribly gory or things like that. It's just like if you were in a situation like that, it would be very terrifying, uncomfortable, and stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah, but like I said, I haven't seen this movie in a very long time. But like I remember bits and pieces of it.
Okay, great. I didn't mean to say nice. That's awful.
Yeah.
To be probed, but I was just thinking like nice because it's finally a movie. I don't know. I get excited. Interesting movies I never heard of, so it's giving me something to write down and go look at later. So that was the nice, not the probing. But,
this was one of the movies that my dad had playing one day, and I remember walking in and watching it with him. But yeah, it, like I said, I don't remember the entire movie, just bits and pieces and like what it's about.
Okay, props to you on the Addams Family pick. Let me ask you this before we move on. For you picked Values, and I see a lot of people have Values as their favorite one. Is that your favorite Addams Family?
I can't say so. No, I liked the first one better.
I do too. Like I never hear nobody say they like the first one better. Like I think it's Debbie. Everybody just loves Debbie. She's so eccentric, and she's great. Like Debbie is this. She steals the movie, but I just love the first movie too. But it's close. It's close no matter how you look at it. But I always hear people favor this one more. I never hear nobody favor the other one more.
Yeah.
But that's a good honorable mention. Good honorable mention. Love the Addams Family. One of my favorite movies. So Doc, what do you have for your honorable mentions?
We might be stretching it a little bit as far as the horror portion of this. I think it would still count, but Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare. You know, I wanted to pick that.
Yeah,
I really did want to pick that, and I don't know. You'll make Katie proud. Katie, that's not here. That's her favorite movie. So
okay, well, points. I get points.
Yeah.
And ironically, Addams Family Values as another honorable mention.
Oh, Addams Family Values. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna ask you the same question about Addams Family Values. Which one of you like the most?
It depends on my mood. I think Addams Family Values. I mean, they're both funny, but Addams Family Values might be a little more amusing. I think it's because Wednesday and Pugsley get more to do. You have Debbie, of course. She's a favorite among a lot of people. That one might be ever so slightly preferred for me over the first, but I still like the first one.
Am I the only one? It's always my top two. It's my number 2 favorite Thanksgiving movies. People fight. That's not a Thanksgiving. It's a Thanksgiving movie to me. We don't have
It's a summer camp, yes, but it's close enough. We got a turkey.
Right. And that's like one of the best scenes, right? Like her whole speech.
It's like when people fight if Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
See, I've never seen that.
It's like just because it takes place during a certain, like Die Hard takes place during Christmas, Addams Family Values takes place during Thanksgiving, so it's like, is it?
And see, one thing about Christmas though, it is a whole market for that. There's tons of Christmas movies. Whereas Thanksgiving, it's like people mention Planes, Trains, and that's pretty much all they mention. My favorite one is Dutch. If anybody ever seen Dutch, that's my favorite Thanksgiving movie. Love Dutch. But I always just include this too because there's not many, but I don't know. You can fight me on it. I just always, just like I say, Batman Returns is a Christmas movie. I always say this is a Thanksgiving movie. I love Wednesday Addams as her version of Pocahontas. I do.
Yeah.
Just cool. So yeah, well deserved, Doc. Because Debbie is like, she's Debbie, right?
Yeah. I first saw her as I forget her character's name, but I saw her first in the movie Toys. If anybody's seen that with Robin Williams, but then you see her as Debbie, and it's like, whoa, okay. Different. All right.
Yeah, I've never seen Toys. I know what it is, but I've never, if I have, I don't remember it. Probably seen it when it came out, but yeah, I definitely know what Toys is. But I didn't even know she was in it. I remember she was in a movie called I think that was her. She was in you ever see In and Out? It was a comedy.
No.
So
I
No.
don't think I-
I'm surprised you haven't seen that. So it's about a guy battling with his sexuality, and he's getting married to her. After she's his wife, and like he's in denial or whatever. That's what I remember. It's been so long. It's a '90s movie, so those movies didn't really get made back then like that. It's very early '90s. If you look up the trailer, I remember the trailer on a lot of old VHSs, and it was always a good trailer. But it's called In and Out. And I don't know how the story ends. I did watch it, but it's been so long. I don't want to lie to you about it. But I remember her character more than anything, and her trying to force this wedding because she just wants to get married. She doesn't care. I don't care what you are. You're going to marry me.
We already put the paycheck down on this. We got to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Says, there was always a line, and she says, "You know how many times I've watched Funny Woman?" Like that was. It's just the way she delivers it. And so yeah, you should check that out. Check out the trailers and tell me what you think of that. But I remember that being like a talked about movie in the '90s. But yeah, that's what I've seen her in. But who knew? That's a lot of range to see other stuff she's done, and then to see her do Debbie. It's like very eccentric. Like that's like whoa. Okay, great. And the other movie I haven't heard much about. What's that one about?
Oh, wait, which one did I say?
How you gonna ask me? You got Evans?
Was it Toys?
No, the honorable mention you picked.
Oh, I had M's Family Values and Nightmare Before Christmas, which I always want to say Nightmare Before Elm Street.
Mm-hmm.
Not right. Yeah. Hell of a crossover. Not right.
Yeah. We might get Freddy in that form before we ever get him in live action. Who knows?
Well, stop motion Freddy would be interesting.
I don't know why I'm acting like I've never seen that. That's one of my favorite movies too. Well, favorite animation, should I say? But yeah. I gotta ask the famous question before we move on. Is that a Christmas movie to you, or is that a Halloween movie?
The fun thing is, I feel like it can be very easily interchangeable, but I think I had heard Tim Burton himself say that it is a Christmas movie for people who love Halloween. So I'm like, okay, so Christmas maybe overall, but could also be Halloween.
That's very elegantly put. That's like the perfect, kill all conversations right there.
Yeah, goth Christmas.
Yeah, I would have to agree because the movie actually takes place during Christmas. So
yeah, I mean we start like the night of Halloween and then swiftly go towards Christmas. So
yeah,
right. Okay. I don't know. Did you guys enjoy more of the Halloween Town or when he took over Christmas? What town would you prefer?
The Halloween Town.
Halloween.
Without question, my visit Christmas, but Halloween Town.
Oh man, the Campbell Soup kids didn't do it for you.
They're fine.
They were fine. Oh man, when they come,
I have to say I don't care much for Christmas. Christmas is not a holiday for me.
Oh,
I have to make it. I've discovered more recently what it is that I was looking for as far as a Christmas vibe that I prefer. I love the nostalgic Christmas with all the twinkling lights and all that. But what I really like is what they would probably call dark Christmas, or more of like a Victorian Christmas. Mm-hmm. So stuff that Ebert has made. Ebert's, I believe. I'm probably slaughtering his name, but Nosferatu. Kind of like that.
Yeah.
Dark greenery, stuff like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I have to agree because I'm drawn to the darker tales of Christmas, like the Yule Brothers, for example, Krampus,
Christmas Carol, usually.
Yeah.
See, I'm just sorry to disappoint. I'm just the old mushy Christmas guy. I love Christmas. That's my favorite holiday. And it's so funny. As much as I love horror movies, I'm not the biggest on Christmas horror. I do watch them. Yes, I do. I'm not opposed to them, but I don't like to see people get butchered on Christmas. So I'm always like, oh, another one. But I do watch it every time. I just have to, right? But yeah,
it is definitely unfortunate to get killed on Christmas.
Yeah. But depending on who you talk to and the origin of Christmas, maybe it's not. I don't know. But anyway, we'll see. Okay, so I'm up. All right. So for me, my honorable mentions is, of course, like one of the best movies, like Adam's Family Values. I had the same movie. I absolutely love this. And the cast, I don't know how they're ever going to get past this cast. This cast is just phenomenal. Raul Julia is just, he's just, I mean, John Astin is really good too, but something about him, he's just like when people talk about Michael Keaton is my Batman and Arnold is the Terminator, it's like Raul Julia is Gomez, and it's just he's just so good. And then just his chemistry with Angelica Houston, I'm saying her name right, Morticia, like that's unmatched. There, I mean, it's good in the '60s too, but something about the '90s, and then of course Wednesday, right? Wednesday, Christopher Lloyd. It's just so much. And Adam's Family Values. See, I think this is the perfect when we have a show like this, when you talk about honorable mentions, because no, it's not hard horror, but it is. I feel like I call it gateway horror. This is the horror that you start with maybe as children, even though I started with hard horror, but even so, like you would idealistically introduce this type of horror to your children, you know? And so I always love to point that out, like stuff like, I mean, you know, I always take like Ghostbusters, Adam's Family, Casper, and I'm like, you know, these are the movies to introduce your young children to horror. If you're a little funny about just, you know, I mean, most good parents don't want to show it, but you know, I'm not saying that you're bad parents, but I watch whatever I want. But still, yeah, you know, people that are more overprotective and feel a certain way about horror for young minds,
a little more tentative.
Yeah, I always think this is a good one to. But what else can be said about Adam's Family Values? Great movie. And my second honorable mention was a movie I didn't really grow up with per se, but I watched maybe 7-8 years ago. I love it. Body Bags. Anybody ever see Body Bags?
No.
Body Bags. Oh, it's a John Carpenter one. I think he's just the host. He's like what the Crypt Keeper does. He's like telling the story. Yeah. It's an anthology, but I think a lot of people confuse him directing this. I don't think he directed this.
No, it was. I almost want to say Tobe Hooper, but I don't think that's right.
Actually, I think you're right. I think it is Tobe Hooper, because that was the whole appeal. It's like John Carpenter's name and Tobe Hooper's name together. Like the first.
There's Wes Craven makes an appearance in that too.
So it might be like a Tales of the Crypt situation where they did episodes on that show, so they probably did segments. You know, I think John Carpenter, like his little bit of pieced together segment of, you know, him hosting the whole movie, basically, like he probably did direct that, maybe, if you want to say, but I know he's not the overall director. But a lot of people credit him with this, like, because they always say John Carpenter, you know, he's on. But this movie is great. I am a huge anthology fan. It's my second favorite subgenre in horror after slasher. So like even the bad ones, I just have to watch them. I watch them all, you know, and this is actually, I think, a good one. It's a funny thing is a lot of people like this movie. If they know about it, they do like it, but this was originally a TV movie to compete with Tales of the Crypt. So yeah, it's really good when you look at it like that. There's a story with Mark Hamill that's pretty good. There's a lot of good stories. I love the gas station story. I don't want to spoil it because I know a lot of people for some reason haven't seen this movie, but the gas station story is a really good story. But I'm just a sucker for anthologies, you know. I just like hearing stories.
Yeah. I've been meaning to get Body Bags. It's on like my list of movies that I have to add to my collection. So yeah, I've been eyeing it for a while.
See, I don't have the Blu-ray. I have the DVD that I happened to find. It was extremely out of print too, but I know the Blu-ray is a little easier to find, and I should have pulled the trigger on it when Scream Factory was going out of business, or switching over business, should you say? And I think they had it for like $8. I don't know what I was thinking. I think because I couldn't find more, I didn't buy. So, but that's one I have to get for sure on Blu-ray. Okay, so real quick, I enjoyed y'all. I knew we would all have Adam's Family for some reason. I just knew it. But you know, okay. So we had Movie Hunter, Fire in the Sky, Aliens. He's a sci-fi guy, so he's probably proud.
Yeah.
Don't hold your excitement, Hunter. We know how you can get. It's PG-13 and it has Robert Patrick. Anybody remember what that?
Okay, that's for Fire in the Sky.
Okay. Oh, he's in Fire in the Sky. You forgot Robert Patrick. Do you know who Robert Patrick is, Ray?
Like I said, the last time I saw the movie, I was like a kid.
Mm-hmm. But you know who that actor is? Now that you hear his name? Okay.
Yeah.
You got to respect the Liquid Terminator. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, I'm joking. I'm not trying to shame you. Katie's not here.
Yeah, I have to say, like when my dad was watching it, I was like around 8 or 9.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you give me your age.
Yeah.
Nice. Hey, Tiana, it's nice to see you. Haven't seen you in so long. Nice to see you. Thank you for stopping past. Let's see, Tiana. Who else is here? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't have Katie here to pick on. No, I'm joking. You know, I have to find somebody. And I can't do that to the new guest. I love Christmas horror, one of my favorite subgenres. Oh, really? Okay, yeah, I guess Christmas horror, it would be a subgenre. Katie, what would be your favorite Christmas horror? Mine's that I can think of, a really good one is P7. For some reason, a lot of people haven't seen P7. Really good. Have you guys seen P7?
No.
No, not yet. I keep hearing about it. I need to see it.
Hey, Scott, what's going on? Dimension. I always call you Dimension. She makes me call you Scott because I always hear her say Scott. We always just call you Dimension or Dimension. Good to see you, man. It's been a long time. Hope you're doing well. Hope your holiday was good. Yeah. Poll is tied. Yeah, I've seen that. Toby Hooper directed Body Bag. Okay, yep. There it is. He directed it. And don't forget to slash that. Yeah, I know. Kill that like button. Like it make it personal. All right. So let's jump around into Ray. I'm gonna put all the pressure on you, and I'm going to throw stones at you if you pick something. No, I'm joking. Your number 3 for 1993.
Okay, so I went with The Nightmare Before Christmas because even though this is directed towards kids, it is pretty intense for kids. Especially I remember the first time I watched this and it made my mom mad. Was the scene where they asked the little boy what he got for Christmas and he pulled out a severed head.
Yeah, the little shrunken head.
Yeah. The shrunken head. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's a great movie. I love the movie. Boogie is one of my favorite characters. So, but yeah, when he pulled the severed head out of the bag, the shrunken severed head, it's that's intense for young kids, So I have to give it credit. It went above and beyond.
Yeah. Also, Oogie Boogie is kind of he's a little trifling. He got all these bugs dropping out of him. He's a little nasty.
Yeah, because he's literally just a sack of bugs.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty, man. But I and the voice acting in that is, people really forget how good the voice acting is in that, and in the songs, the writing is so good. But of course, it should be right.
Danny Elfman,
right, he's amazing, right? But yeah, I'm gonna pick on you a little bit, just a little bit. Now, the reason I'm gonna pick on you, Ray, is because you gave us a little bit of a advisory, a little bit of a speech about, well, Addams Family this and Addams Family that, and then you pick
Addams Family is nowhere on the. It's nowhere on the near. It's not on the same level. There was legit there's actual horror in The Nightmare Before Christmas, genuine horror, something that could freak a child out, something like that. Yeah, something like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. The Addams Family does have, I guess, intense moments for kids, but nowhere near on the same level.
Mm. See, I'm just looking at it as being scared of it, not so much the writing or the choices.
Yeah.
But I would, but you didn't give us a
personally, I like the Addams Family more than A Nightmare Before Christmas. I would watch The Addams Family over A Nightmare Before Christmas, but the reason why I made it number 3 was because of the intensity of it. Mm-hmm. It has far more horrific elements in it than any other kids movie.
Yeah, it's all right, if I consider Batman Returns to Christmas movie, just go with me. If I consider it a Christmas movie, even though I like it better than Home Alone as a movie, but as a Christmas movie, Home Alone is just a better Christmas movie, right? So I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
So it's a better horror movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to say something. You didn't have to shoot me down so quickly.
No. I know you, kid. But no, I truly do like the Addams Family more. I would jump to the Addams Family before the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh yeah, they're both great. They're both great. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, nice pick. All right. Okay, Doc, what you got for your number 3?
Oh, this one I found out not too long ago that people even debate that this is a horror, but I consider it to be a horror film. It scared my mom when she was pregnant with me, and that is The Good Son with Macaulay Culkin.
The Good
Ooh,
Son.
I love that movie.
Nice.
Yes,
Yeah.
if you ever wanted a reason to hate kids, that's it.
Well, as my mother used to say, they left him home alone too many times, and this is what the result is.
I've heard people be like, "Is this Home Alone 4? What is this? What's going on here?" Also, a very young Elijah Wood, and honestly, starting with their careers later on, you kind of look back on this and you're like, "Wow, that's very good." Okay, for such small kids, that's intense. Okay,
Yeah, really good, really good. Like when
Macaulay and Elijah Wood were incredible child actors.
Yeah.
They play off each other very well too. And when Elijah tells him that's my mom, the stones on that kid like to say that's my mom now. You don't tell a psychopath I'm taking your mom.
Old words.
Very cool. I love that movie. Absolutely. Nice pick. I know it is. To me, it is more of a thriller first, but it definitely fits that. I mean, the fun. You know what it is, Doc? They marketed that movie. Even when you look at the covers of it and the posters and the artwork, it's like evil has a face, a young face, or something that says. They marketed as horror. So that's the correlation that people draw. That's why people always have it as horror. Rightfully so. He is very evil. Yes. Like but yeah. Yeah,
it's horror on the same level as Mikey. And I chose Mikey in our last video. Yeah.
Mikey was a sleeper, but Mikey it's no Good Son, but it is really a good sleeper. It really is. Good Son, I think is like up there for me.
Yeah, for sure.
It doesn't get talked about a lot, which is
not at all
odd and interesting, I guess. I don't it's not a great film, no, but there still are some very interesting and intense moments, because when I first watched it, there were certain things like psychological warfare for one, but when he convinces Elijah Wood's character that he might have poisoned the family's food, and he essentially looks nuts because he's throwing away all this food, I'm like, oh, he's gonna get blamed for this,
right? I mean, just the psychology of dropping that dummy in the middle of traffic.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell? Yeah, that was just
fun. Psychopathy in children is very terrifying. It's a very terrifying thing, even in the real world.
It works. I mean, like The Omen is the scariest movie I've ever seen. So yeah, scare kids, possessed kids, crazy kids. They it does it for me. But I think this movie is very unseen. There's so many things. Maybe we'll come back around to it for a second, but there's so many things in this movie to be said. So overlooked. But yeah, great pick. I am proud of you for picking that. That is like a good one. So my third pick would be hold on to your hats, everybody. I might take heat for this. Jason Goes to Hell would be my third. Number 3. I absolutely love Jason Goes to Hell. It damn near is my favorite Jason. I know that's crazy to people in the horror community. I share that sentiment with shout out to Mr. Sledge, Ken. I know he loves this movie as well. I feel like I always have to have his back when he's defending this movie. We're like there's like 3 people ever that love this movie, including the director.
Ken's going
right. A lot of people just gripe about it. It's kind of like the Manhattan gripe where they're like, you're in New York for only like how many minutes, and for this one, it's like, oh, you only see Jason a total of 10 minutes of the movie, and I'm just like, well, but that, I don't know. If you count up how much screen time Freddy Krueger has, it's not a lot. So you get what I'm saying? It still works for me. This is a glorified Invasions of the Body Snatcher, which is from this year too. But it is a glorified version of that. in hindsight. But when I watched it, I've never seen Body Snatcher, so there's that.
You
but
did it the right way to enjoy it more.
Right.
Don't see Body Snatcher. Just watch this.
I mean, excuse my language, but when Kane Hodder, who plays Jason, he has that scene where he says, "Yeah, we got that fucker. He ain't nothing but a big pussy." That is always the hilarious to me. It always has rent free in my mind. I don't know. There's just something about that. And then the next thing you see them, the way they're staged and murdered, it's like, wow. But even Jason didn't like it. So because Jason was getting ready to walk away, and then they say that, and it's like, okay, I can't let that go.
He's got standards.
Man, it's a little bit.
Yeah.
On rewatch though, I will say, sorry, kid. On rewatch, I realized that it's my second favorite. Even more heat. I favor New York one the most. But I think a lot of that's tied into nostalgia of watching it with my dad. So he's a New York guy. So it's just like there's a little bit of that. So, but I love New York. There's so many reasons I want to get into it. But this one in particularly, I think people are a little hard with it. I feel that when people say slashers are the same thing, Jason's the same thing. Yes, Jason is the same character over and over, but the one thing that's different about him opposed to all the slasher icons, I feel that the character's the same, but they try to do different things with it, if that makes sense. 1 minute he's in New York, they try that. I'm not saying these are all great choices, but they do try. It's like, all right, there's New York, there's space, there he goes to hell. He fights Freddy Krueger. He can't get the rights to Carrie. He fights Carrie, their version of Carrie. It's there's a lot going on there. It really wasn't Jason, so it's kind of a mystery. It was a different killer. It was revenging his son, and and then there's also, was it Tommy? People still haven't explained, like Tommy could have did some of the murders in the Jason, but that's a fan theory. But still, I feel that I always commend them for trying things, whether they worked or not. They did try to make their repetitious character different. They did try to do something with him. It's not like Freddy Krueger where he has so much personality. Like, even a lot of people don't like what Chucky's doing with the character now, but one thing you got to give it is they're trying things. They've opened that world up where it's much more than a killer doll. Like, how many times could you just do a killer doll? So they've opened that world up, and it's, for better or worse, there's more content there. There's more to explore, which is cool in a way. And I feel like they were stuck with a character who's kind of mute. He doesn't do too much but be intimidating and kill people. And he's a mama's boy that can't swim. So there's not much you could do after so long. So I always feel that they tried something. So shout out to Jason Goes to Hell. I really love this movie. So yeah, I know I got on my soapbox about that. I know. I had to, guys, because they kill me for that one. They kill me for Jason.
Hey, you like what you like. You can't help it.
Mm-hmm. You say that until I pick on you, and then you be like, "Well, don't you like Jason Goes to Hell?"
Just because you were able to do that doesn't mean we won't utilize it, weaponize it.
Yeah. If you try to make fun of my pick, I will bring up Hell.
Damn.
And literally,
you sound like you're a conjurer, and Doc sounds like a politician. We'll weaponize it. Like, a lot of stuff
exploitation.
Bring on the drama.
Wow. Okay, so all right, real quick, let's see. Not much to see, so let's see. Don't forget. Oh, we said that one, right? I heard earlier that Ray said is not a fan of Scream. Wow, Ray. No, I don't know if she said that. She just said she hasn't been able to check out the movies. Correct? Am I wrong or am I right?
Yeah, I haven't seen them. I don't have an opinion on Scream.
Mm-hmm. That's good. I hate when people have all these opinions about movies they haven't seen.
It's a horrible movie. Have you seen it? No.
No, but I heard.
I heard it's bad, so I don't have an opinion on it.
And I refuse to watch it because it's bad. It's like, okay.
If you want to go off of what I've heard people say it's all right. It's fun. Like, but I'm just like, okay.
It just and look, it's so funny because I don't even have Scream with Ghostface in my top 10. I mean, he's in my top 10 as an icon, but like he's not in my top 5 or anything. But like the level of hate for the first movie, I think it's just cool now because like the first movie is so undeniable. The pacing is perfect. It's I don't know. It's real. I think it's really good. it is what Halloween was to its time. When the first Halloween came out, what it was doing for that subgenre in horror, Scream did that. For better or worse, though, because there can be a
It
case
rather
that
revitalized horror at that time. Horror was suffering at that point, so
yeah,
it brought it back, kind of.
yeah, 96
Yeah.
is a very slim pickings. So yeah, it was. But there is a case to be said that after Scream, so much mimicking happened, and they kind of, while they did what they did in a good way, they kind of they made us look at horror differently. Like for instance, Scary Movie kind of makes me look at Scream sometimes differently. So it's
Yeah.
I get what people are saying by that, and I do get when people say it's overrated because some people, in opinions, right? Some people just
Yeah.
have Scream like people like it better than Nightmare on Elm Street. I don't understand that, but I mean that's subjective, right? But they are right about the first movie, and they are right about its importance and what it's done. Like if you were there, you just know like Scream was a force. It changed everything, and so like this revisionist history on it's weird to see how much people just don't like Scream now. But hey, what am I to say? Hard question. Laugh out loud. One of my favorites. I gotta get some glasses. One of my favorites is Krampus. Oh, that's your favorite. Okay, that's your favorite of the Christmas films. Check out P7. It's really good. Silent Night wasn't bad.
If you Katie, if you like horror, you should look up the Yule Lads, the original story, not the dumbed down child friendly version. But I don't believe there's any movies or anything on them, but there's an actual like story. You should look it up. That's pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm. I'll pull out some holiday horror for you to check out. I didn't think Black Christmas, the new one, is as bad as people made it. It's nothing to sing about, but I don't understand the hate, but whatever.
Yeah, it's all right.
I think I just like say her name. I know I always mess up her name, right? What's her name? Poots Imogen. How you say it?
Oh, you're talking about the remake, like the most recent one. Oh, I haven't seen that one. I thought we were talking about like the 2003 one. Yeah, the other remake. Oh no, but you're talking about the newer one. That's Imogen Poots.
Imogen Poots. Okay, I butcher her name.
Yeah.
I think she's so underrated. She's really good.
You want to know something funny? Imogen is actually the name of one of my characters in my grimdark fantasy that I'm writing.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's the name of the female lead in that story.
I'm super intrigued.
I love that name. It's a I don't know. It's a European name, but it means like young maiden or something like that. It's a really pretty name.
You remember that convo we was having about names that you don't hear much? I don't hear that name a lot. So
no, it's an older name. It kind of became popular again when people who became famous had the name. But yeah, there's not many people named Imogen anymore. But
yeah. Now that being said, I'm not going to sing like that's a great movie. Go out and watch it. My favorite is the mid 2001. Was that 05 or 03? I don't know which year it is. I really enjoy that Black Christmas. So Katie, do watch that one. The first one, stellar cast. It was important for horror, but I think it is extremely overrated, and I think it really fell flat for me. So I am still disappointed with the original. But that's just me. Some people say I'm crazy. Dimension wants to know, would you rather watch the Friday the 13th or the Nightmare on Elm Street? Would you like? I guess you haven't seen them all. I know that, right? So which one would you prefer to get into?
Out of the first movie, if you just take the first movie into consideration, I like Nightmare more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'd go with Nightmare.
Mm-hmm. I'm proud of you. Yeah, Nightmare. All day. Nightmare for me. You don't even got to ask me. He's my second favorite, Scott. So how about you, Doc?
Charles, cover your ears. Nightmare.
Yeah. Easy. Right? It's not even
Freddy is such an awesome character. I love Freddy. He's probably my favorite.
Yeah, I just like my characters that have personality. My favorite is Chucky, but unbiasedly, I feel that Freddy has the best series just because it's just there's more creative. And the funny thing is, the reason I wish they would make another Freddy because they haven't even scratched the surface of what you can do with that concept. So, you know,
Yeah, I think with. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was done. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would have to say out of the Friday movies, I've probably only seen the first two, and out of the Nightmare, I stopped watching after the fourth one.
A lot of people say a lot of people love New Nightmare too. But it's divisive a little bit.
I haven't seen New Nightmare. I have to see that one though.
You, I think, will appreciate it and love it, and it is very creative for its time.
I've heard that, so I'm gonna have to give that a try.
What did you think of 2? Since we were talking about that earlier. You remember?
As a movie, it's fine. Yeah, actually, I just rewatched the movies a few months back, up to 3 anyway. The second one is very unique. I don't hate it, but the making behind that movie is incredible. And I have to give the movie props just because of the making of the movie. But yeah, I don't hate it. I like it. It was a completely new take on the story.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I can't say I hate it. I have a love for the second one.
Mm-hmm. And I like the choice of Jesse, final boy. You don't get many final boys when you start looking at final. I mean, we got Tommy, we got Andy, but I know that sounds like a lot because they're in the big franchises, but overall, there's not a lot of final boys, so I kind of appreciate it more and more. Like I said, it ages the best for me. Like, it's not my favorite, but out of all of them, I feel like it gets better and better every time I watch it. So it's
I would have to say I enjoyed it more on my second watch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the second one is completely underrated. It needs more love.
Yeah, I will tell you this too before we jump off that. The bus driving scene, when he just takes them, that kind of, I think I probably told that story, kind of somewhat happened to me, not in that manner, of course, but after seeing that, when your bus driver passes your stop and just keeps going, you're like
wailing in the back seat.
When you're young, oh my god, like that is traumatic. That is the scariest stuff in that movie. A lot of people say, oh, the pool scene and this and that. Yeah, that's scary, but dude, that and then the truck is, so they got to go forward to balance the truck or they're going to fall over, and it really hurt me. I'm just telling you, it hurt.
Yeah, I've had that happen because when I was in high school, I lived out in the middle of the woods, and so my bus would have to come through the woods to get to my bus stop, and she hated going to my bus stop. And one day she just skipped it completely. And I was on the bus and I'm like, I'm here. Mm-hmm. So I ended up being the last stop because she had to circle around and then drive through the woods to bring me to mine.
I thought I was gone. And then I put my head down and then I looked up and I was there. I was at my stop. He took a different way. But he bypassed it for so long. I'm like, what? I just knew Freddie got me. That was just But yeah, Scott, great question. Real quick. Hey, Chris / check out / and check out Scott too. Scott has some stuff going on. I don't know. I haven't been keeping up, Scott. I'm sorry, but I know you still do your thing over there. And Chris, I did Freddy versus Jason last time we hooked up. So yeah, Chris has good content. Check him out. Jason Goes to Hell is a fun one. It's grown on me over the years. I'm glad. Hopefully not like a fungus, but just in a good way. Let's see. Scream is overrated. See, I know you don't like Scream, and I know you guys
also heard that.
I know you guys think I'm the Scream defender. It's just that there's so much hate now. I try to give it its just due. I really do. And whether you hate it or not, the first movie is really good. Let's see. But I am a fan though, overall. Kal-El, you're talking about Black Christmas from 2006, right? I know that one. That's the best one in my opinion. Is it 2006? I thought it was 05 or 03. It could be. The one with Katie Cassidy. There's somebody else in there very popular. I think.
Oh, there's a lot of people in that one.
There's some good people in there. But that's the best one in my opinion. But the one I was disappointed in, I was talking about, it has great cast. John Saxon from Nightmare on Elm Street. And many other things. And it has Margot Kidder, Lois Lane, you guys know I love Superman. And I'm sorry, Olivia Hussey. Yes, if you've seen the original It, if you've seen Psycho 4 that people hate on so much, she's like so good as Norma Bates. And so many other movies. For her to play Norma Bates, she's even played the Virgin Mary. She's like the range. The range is there, guys. But yeah, she's really good. I mean, the movie is what it is. I don't want to kill the movie. I know I'm harsh on it, but I don't. How people feel about Scream lately, it's overrated. I feel like Black Christmas is, but I still respect for what it's done. I still respect it. Mary Elizabeth. Oh yeah, Winstead, right? Mary Elizabeth Winstead was in that version too. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I know there was somebody very popular, and I knew it was somebody very big in the horror community. Okay, let's jump back in. 1993. You're number 2, Ray. What do you have?
Okay, so I don't really remember this movie being too good, but it sticks out to me. Is California?
That's a horror movie?
Yeah, it actually came up as a horror movie. But yeah, this movie is interesting because it's about this couple who are activists against the death penalty. They don't believe anybody can do anything worthy enough of being, executed over, which I don't know. I can strongly disagree on a few things, but they basically are against the death penalty for murderers. And while they're they're traveling somewhere. I think it's to California because they run into a couple that's also going to California. And the couple that they run into end up being serial killers. And they're put through a horrific situation where these two anti-death activists are actually fighting for their life against 2 serial killers. And by the end of the movie, they have a total different outlook on serial killers and murderers in general. But yeah, they're like they put us through hell. They should never be allowed to do that ever again. So yeah. But yeah, California. I have to go with California. And yes, the movie is called California, and it's because the serial killers call it California.
It's with a K.
Yeah.
Yeah,
with the K. Yeah,
like Kal-El, like cow.
Yeah, California. But yeah, I seen this movie a few times, and I've gone back to it a few times, and I wouldn't say it's the most exciting movie ever until it gets to the situation where they're actually fighting for their lives. But it's definitely rewatchable. It has rewatchability, and I enjoyed it, so I have to give it its love.
I see it often. I saw it on Whatnot today, and I looked at it, and I'm like, I've passed that movie over like a dozen times, and now that you're telling me that, like my eyes got big and my ears stood up. I'm like, ooh, that sounds like that's up my alley.
It's a very interesting concept to see, people who are against the death penalty for murderers and get put into a situation where they almost die because of 2 serial killers, and then be like, you know what, maybe these people do deserve to die for what they did to us. So yeah, I changed my mind. Yeah, so it's a very interesting concept, and overall it's a very good movie. I think Brad Pitt's in it.
Really? Wow.
I think so. I think it's Brad Pitt.
Serial killers, of course. Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I think he was the serial killer.
I was joking about.
Now that I think about it, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
You're not confusing that with Cutting Class, are you? Because he was a killer in that. The serial killer. That's an early movie for him.
No, I would have to look it up, but I think it's Brad Pitt.
Wow.
I don't know. The last time I saw the movie was like 2013, 2012, so it's been a while, but I'm pretty sure it was Brad Pitt.
Okay. Doc, have you seen this movie?
I have not. I don't think I've even really heard of it, so this is intriguing.
Super intriguing. I see it a lot. I know what she's talking about, but I didn't know it was, I didn't even know it was a horror. That's why my first question was, is that a horror? Because I see it all the time. Okay, sounds horrible. I mean, in a good way.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Sounds horrible. Thumbs up. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. All right. Doc, what you got? Number 2, right? Yeah. Oh, let me.
Body.
Oh, you did. You're still in my picks. You're still in my
I'm
pick.
sorry. Body bag. We must include body bags because yes, it is a very good anthology. This I would probably have to agree with what you said and say that the gas station one is
Mhm.
probably my favorite. They're all fun and it's cool to see familiar faces pop up like David Kessler just popping up out of nowhere. My God, he's got a car now. That's great. He's not backpacking anymore. Wonderful.
Mhm.
Brief little Sam Raimi
Yeah, yeah. I forgot
cameo
about that.
there.
Right.
Just a little one. Not to spoil anything, of course.
All the horror.
Wes Craven cameo. Just all these different people that if you're in the horror space, you're like, oh, it's him. Oh God, it's him too. Wow.
Mhm.
Okay. It's just a lot of fun. All of the stories are a lot of fun, and to see John Carpenter act, like
Mhm.
actually get a decent chunk of acting time as this probably should be dead
Right.
looking individual. I thought he was quite entertaining. So
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, everything. My sentiments to everything you said for sure. It's funny when you said that. When I watched it, I'm like, oh, that director. It's like spotlight for horror directors. Like usually you get spotlights for horror cameos for actors. It's like it had me feel like when I first time I've seen Wishmasters, and I'm like, oh, Robert Englund, oh, Kane Hodder, oh, Tony Todd. It's like it's one of those feelings you get when you watch it. And of course it predates that, so they did it first. So,
or at least one of the first ones.
Yeah, true. I mean, I didn't mean first overall, but they did it before Wishmasters. I wouldn't know who did that first. I don't know. You ever heard the story, guys, of how Sam Raimi said, I never watched all the Evil Dead, but I know like there was a thing between Sam Raimi and Wes Craven, like going back and forth, like now my movie is the scariest movie. And so they would put little cameos of stuff in their
little
movie.
poster here and there in their movies. Yeah.
Oh, like even in the Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one, like she's watching Evil Dead, and that was the cameo because I think in Evil Dead there was a Hills Have Eyes poster and everything. So I always thought that was unique of them one upping each other. Like, yeah,
a little playful.
That's amazing. That's amazing. You gotta love it when two artists play off each other like that in like a healthy, constructive way.
Right. Just wove it in because you would never know stuff like that until they. I mean, some people probably would have picked up on it, but like the fact that it's been talked about and that's what they were doing, that's really cool. I think. Great pick, Doc. I like that pick. Excellent. Let me see. My number 2 would be, we already talked about it. I'll talk about it just a tad more. The Good Son. The Good Son. And funny thing is, all 3 of these picks that I have tonight for 93, I struggle. I didn't struggle with the picks, but I struggle with the placement. I watched Jason Goes to Hell so much, but I watched Good Son so much. And I think Good Son is the best movie out of all my picks, like unbiasedly, but it's not, as we said earlier, it is not the most horror movie, but it is better than Jason Goes to Hell. So I had to put it there. Macaulay is great. It's funny how much of his family is in movies, because the girl that plays his sister is really his real sister. And it's interesting seeing how the way he does her. And like he supposedly killed his brother. Well, he did. He says he kills his baby brother. He was jealous. The ducky.
And that baby was played by Rory, I believe.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah. Well, it's just a picture, but
yeah, it's a picture. Amazing though. Why not? Right?
Yeah, they all look the same.
They all do.
They're related. We know.
Yes, and also too, the mother in this movie. I forget her name. I know she's not. I think she's done some medical dramas, but she was really good. And if anybody ever seen the horror TV slasher called it's just called Slasher, and she every season I think is a different season. They kind of do it like American Horror Story, like anthology, like every season is a new story. But the first season she was in, and she was really good in that too. I believe it was that. Yeah, it was that. And she's really good. I didn't realize that was her. She looks a lot different in her older age. Not bad, but just totally different. But she was really good too in The Good Son. And like you said, Elijah Wood, when you watch his growth, when you see I mean, we could say a million things about Macaulay. I think he might be the best child actor, maybe. I mean, it's possibly. But when you look at Elijah Wood, when you see that, then you see him get a little older, and then he did The Faculty. You just see, and then you see all these other movies afterwards up until now. There's so much like, wow. Like, you know, he really, we watched him grow and develop like his range of acting right in front of us. Like you could actually see it. So it's very interesting because, you know, a lot of people, there's chunks. If they were child actors, there's chunks missing. You know, some of them don't evolve. You know, some of them are very good. You know, and some of them are just okay.
Yeah.
Some of them are not good as adult actors. Some of them are better adult actors and were terrible kid actors. So it's very interesting to watch his elevation.
My favorite movie that Elijah Wood did as a child was The War. I think his acting abilities as a child really shine in that movie.
Never heard of that. Really, The War. Huh?
Oh yeah, you should really watch it. It's about a family, but the father went off to war and he came back like all messed up in the head. Mm-hmm. And so the father is suffering like PSD from the war and everything like that, and his son, who's played by Elijah Wood, has problems with bullies in the town, so he kind of has like his own little war going on. So yeah, that's why they call it The War. But it's an amazing movie. Highly recommend.
Oh man, another one to write down. Yeah, I never heard of that. The War.
Yeah, Elijah Wood shines in that movie. It's so good. Best child acting I've seen.
Better than Danielle Harrison. I'm joking.
One of the best.
Yeah, but in the wrap up, number 2, The Good Son was excellent. I love when he tells the classic scene of he rolls down the tree after telling him, "I'm taking your mom." He says, "Mark, don't fuck with me." I don't know. That just always did it for me. I always like that. That was a big deal back in the day to see children cuss like that on screen. That was a big thing.
Oh yeah.
Especially someone who was seen as like Macaulay Culkin at the time, I'm sure, as innocent, cute little kid, and
right.
Yeah.
But
psychotic.
To be fair, to take on the 2 robbers and set death traps, you know, a can to the head would have killed somebody. You know, he was a little psycho if you really think about it.
As a kid, you think, wow, that's really cool, that's awesome. As an adult, you're like, Jesus Christ.
He's a murderer.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they did come in there. Well, hey, I'm going to murder that kid. How many times do they say that? So, I mean, I get it, but
I mean, it's self-defense. But
hey, if you break into somebody's house, it's fair game.
But he was just forward, though. He's like, I've been waiting.
Yeah, true. He's like, I've been waiting for this.
So when people say he's Jigsaw, you know, like that's his origin story. I'm like, probably. Jigsaw probably was just as twisted like that. Mm-hmm. But you got to start somewhere. But yeah, anybody that hasn't seen The Good Son, I can't say enough good things about it. It's like it is one of the best thrillers. I'll say that. If you don't want to consider a horror movie, that's on you. But I had to put it there. Okay, so let's see. Real quick, I've seen Scream is overrated. I've seen it, and we only have a couple. Let's see, Mary Winstead is even the best character in Final Destination 3. Oh, she is in that Final Destination 3. I mean, okay, yeah, she is in that. You know, that grew on a lot of people. I remember when that movie came out, a lot of people didn't like that movie, and I hear that like, it's like
my favorite one.
I hear that a lot too.
I
can't get past 2. I think 2 is my favorite because that's another movie to cause trauma. That highway scene. I don't know if you guys think about that when you're on the highway. Like that is.
And elevators.
Yeah. Escalators.
Yeah. The guy. I think it's 2. It could be 1, but I think it's 2 where he comes down the fire escape. He gets away. You think he's going to make it, then he slips on the banana and it lands in his eye.
Yeah. Like, yeah, that's number 2. Yeah.
Yeah, but I like number 2. I felt a lot of people like 1, 2, but I feel like 2 is like it's still raw enough before it got very. I don't want to say it's polished because it does have flaws, but it's still kind of like the first one, but it feels like better paced. And I do like the evolution of the character. I forget her name. The blonde girl. Her
name is Clear, played by Ellie Larder.
Ali Lauder. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
her as basically the lead. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It was cool to see her come back in. I don't know. I just always thought that. I
Yeah.
always thought the premise of that movie was very creepy to me, even though it's not like a scary movie to me. It is a very surreal, like that is creepy. So
Yeah. Being chased by death.
and you can't cheat it. It's like, how many times have you
Mhm.
almost walked in traffic or whatever? You don't know if you death by
I've
accident.
had close calls.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, you might have been a child and you put your finger in a socket and you were supposed to die. Now you telling me death is going to circle back around and kill that child? It's like, it's creepy. But yeah, and to think something like that is constantly, I mean, if you believe in that stuff, that's what they say. It's constantly looming and watching you. So I don't know. I think it's creative. The funny thing is hearing the director talk about that. Shout out to JT. He had the director on his show, and they were talking about it, and they were talking about how originally, like, the studio wanted it to be a person, like, so they wanted a person to dress up as death, and it's just like, this movie could have been very, you think it's campy, like, Jesus, it could have been like, wow.
What goofy Grim Reaper is this?
Yeah, it wouldn't. I don't think it would have got. If it did get that many sequels, they would have been like straight to DVD. Nobody ever heard them sequels, So
Yeah, I like with what they did, where it's basically just like a shadow. When you see death creeping in, it's just a shadow. That's way better than having like a Grim Reaper.
I mean, I understand, like, from a profit, trying to monetize stuff, but like just as a story, that is just, and it's more realistic to what people believe of death. So I just feel, yeah, I don't know, like a force instead of a person. So yeah. How did we get it talking about that? Okay. Oh yeah.
Oh, it was Scott.
Thanks, Dimension. Okay, let's get to our creme of the creme. How do you say that? Creme of the creme. Whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Creme de la creme.
Creme of the creme. Yeah.
Mm.
Let's see. What do you got, Ray, at your number one for 1993?
Okay, well, you know me. I am a big, like, true crime person, so I had to go with The Good Son. Just because things like that, especially with children, because I listen to a lot of crime stories, and some of the worst imaginable crimes you could ever think, even conjure up, come from some really crazy creative children. And child killers are a very scary concept in, the real world, and just killers in general. So I love movies like this, like The Good Son. So I have to go with The Good Son.
Nice. I didn't think that this would come up so much in our not
Yeah,
this one.
it came up.
Yeah, everyone. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys seen it. Like, this is so overlooked, but I'm glad you guys know.
Yeah.
Oh, you're number one. Nice. Yeah, I know you're very grim sometimes, Ray. So I know that's your thing.
I write dark things. I'm drawn to dark stories. True crime is awful, but I am drawn to it, and I've seen some horrific things, heard some horrific things that were done by children. Child criminals are not, to be taken lightly.
It's always more eerie when it's from a child too. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Dice. Let's see. Don't disappoint me. No, I'm joking. What's your number one?
No pressure. This is, once again, is it horror strictly? Probably not. But for the production company that put it out, I think there are some rather horrific elements. And it's also a childhood favorite of mine that continues to this day. Hocus Pocus.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me zoom in. Sorry,
this was about as close as to a religion as I could get as a kid. I would watch this like every year, and I still watch it pretty much every year. It's got a tremendous amount of nostalgia for me. It deals with some heavy things, really. I mean, you more or less see the witches get hanged in the first few minutes of the film. Disney, and the concept of someone being immortal but stuck as a cat. And there's a lot of mentions of virgins in the film. It must have been a real fun thing for parents afterwards. Just a really fun
I'm
film.
sorry, that's funny.
A really fun film with some dark little twisted things. If you really think about it, it's a little concerning at times.
Yeah. I mean, excuse my French, but like even Batman Returns, Tim Burton, like him, like the penguin walking in the door saying, "That's just the pussy I was looking for." That is like, I'm sure people. That's where the parents were like, "This is enough," and they protested. Like,
This is where they draw the line.
that was crazy. But yeah, I can imagine because that is marketed as more of a kids movie, Hocus Pocus. So I can imagine.
Yeah.
I've never seen Hocus Pocus, so I'm like really listening to you to hear what it's, everything about it.
My God, sir. You must fix this immediately.
I'll try. I seen the new one come out. What's your thoughts on the new one?
Oh, the new one, that one's not bad. I already kind of knew that there was a very, 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 very low chance that they were going to be able to capture what made the original so special to a lot of people. For one, it came out in the 90s. Like, it's going to be hard to try to recapture that in a sequel no matter what you do. It's not bad, but it feels a lot different than the first one does. And that might be because of the crew who stylized it, who directed it, and I mean, you have the witches returning. You have Doug Jones back. That's great. Because if they didn't have that, it definitely wouldn't have worked. So,
how do you feel about the story? Does the story work for you?
Story seems a little shallow. I'm not gonna lie. It's lacking in some of the heart that I think the first one had. So, once again, it's not bad. I know it's a Disney film, but
does it feel? I know you said it's not bad, but would you lean more on for the day we're in, more on like a cash grab, more so, or do you feel
possibly? It's possibly. I mean, it could have been much, much worse if they were just going for a cash grab. But I do know that it came out about the time that Spirit Halloween has a section for Hocus Pocus, and they still do. So
yeah.
It's a nostalgia factor. So
yeah, this movie has a huge fan base, and I'm noticing also Witches of Eastwick is becoming more popular as the years go past.
Yeah, people are enjoying the witches.
Yeah, they are. I mean, hey, there's a show that's pretty popular with people, Witches of Mayfair, I think it's called. So that's yeah, they are. I was huge on the Witches. Have you ever seen the Witches? That was for me. Morticia again, Angelica. She was so good as that. And you talk about terrifying for kids. When she strips that mask off, woof, that's a sight. That's
this is from the same guy who did Charlie and Chocolate Factory. Everybody.
Oh wow.
At least the writer is based off that. So
I gotta admit something here. I've never watched Charlie and the Chocolate Factory either. I know. It's blasphemous. How could you?
Now, see, there's a difference because are you saying you haven't seen Willy Wonka, or have you not seen Charlie? Neither. Oh, good God! Start with the one with Gene Wilder.
And I love Gene Wilder.
Yeah,
that's the funny part. I love him. So it's weird. I love Woman in Red. I love Stir Crazy. Everything. I think him and Richard Pryor are probably my favorite duo. If not, they're my second. They're like so good together. So I love his work, but I've never watched. It never called to me. It's like a musical, right?
It has a lot of music. Yes, I wouldn't necessarily consider it a straight up musical, childish fantasy, but yeah, there's a lot of music numbers. Like someone will sporadically dance,
just start singing.
Yeah. So
yeah.
There are some elements in there that are kind of terrifying. As a kid, you're like, this is great.
Yeah, Willy Wonka's really trippy, especially when they go down the chocolate river
and the tunnel.
Yeah. There's some really strange questioning like images shown in that tunnel.
Okay, maybe that'll get me to watch it. I think. Do I have that? I'm not even sure if I have Willy Wonka.
Oh God, it should be readily available on some streaming service. It has.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm so pro physical media, Doc. I kind of like. I'm one of them people who I don't watch stuff till I buy it. I'm like one of those weirdos. So like I have to buy it and suffer for it if I don't like it, right? But
regret decisions.
Yeah, I don't know. Weird like that, but hey. Okay, so
someone that has almost 600 individual horror movies in physical collection, I can understand.
Oh, okay, nice. So, as a horror fan, I know you do understand the importance of DVD because I know a lot of people that aren't horror fans are like, "Why do they still make DVD?" I'm like, "Okay, you're not a horror fan because, like, horror."
My friend,
it's
come.
So, like,
I always like to just to go on a slight tangent. Forgive me. I always go back to when someone asks, "Well, what's so important about getting the DVD or the Blu-ray copy of this, or even if it doesn't have that, the VHS? Why?" Well, because the only reason that we have the original silent film Nosferatu and everything that came after that is because one person said, "No, I'm not going to give up my physical version of this film." When the widow of Bram Stoker wanted all copies destroyed. That is the only reason we have Nosferatu right now.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Exactly.
And, things are going extinct, more or less. Like I bought a VHS tape, even though I don't have a functioning VHS player right now, because that is the only way that I could have gotten a very specific movie. And it's by Tobe Hooper, shockingly enough. So,
well,
little things like that.
What movie is that?
Oh, that is Night Terrors.
Night Terrors.
I couldn't find a digital version that was in English, I believe, was the big problem. So.
Oh yeah, isn't Robert Englund in that too?
Yes, I believe so.
It's funny you say that.
Yeah, I believe he is.
I'm one of those people to go down rabbit holes and look for like movies by certain actors, and I try to get them all. I tried to get that movie and I suffered, and I did see it was released on DVD in Germany, I think, once upon
something like that.
But I couldn't even find that movie on a streaming service. So
no, you can't. It's not gone. It exists clearly, but it's just so obscure that people don't. Nobody has reprinted it onto a DVD recently in the US. Or a Blu-ray or anything like that, and any avenues that I have for trying to find the digitized version. Like I said, I thought I found it, and turns out it was in like Italian or something. I'm like, okay, let me just find this somewhere else, and I found the VHS. And I think it should be fine. I'll test it sometime, hopefully soon.
Well, and also one thing I don't like about digital is that you don't own the rights to digital. So when you purchase a digital copy, all you're doing is purchasing the license to watch it. And if whoever owns that property, who owns that movie, if they want to take it away from you, they can. And when you have it on physical, you actually bought that unit. So that unit belongs to you. It can't be changed. It can't be altered by law. So, and it can't be taken away from you. But when you go digital,
come to my house.
but when they'll have to like physically pry it out of your hands. And digitally, they can just snatch it away. And that's one thing I don't like about digital at all.
I mean, it's convenient for, I want to scroll through Tubi and find some really bizarre things. But,
and the funny thing is about Tubi, a lot of us as horror fans, we know a lot of stuff is super out of print, even for DVDs. They're expensive, some of them. And Tubi have those movies all the time. We're like, oh, it's on Tubi, so that's a good thing. But I don't really stream much, but I always look at that like that's really cool. But it is a glorified rental, and I tell people, because I do want to back up my movies eventually. If you're going to do digital, it's cool, but do it the old-fashioned way, where you rip the disc to your hard drive and stuff like that. That way, you kind of own it.
People are doing that a lot. There's someone I follow. He's doing that with his whole collection. He's still going to keep the physical, but he's doing it with the collection because, unfortunately, yes, there is this downside when it comes to physical collecting, which is if you don't take good care of them, and even when you do, they have a certain expiration. They could get disc rot or mold on the VHS, and then time to get insurance, I think.
Yeah, that
I've been
this
thinking about insurance myself. I have some really expensive movies in my collection. I probably should get insurance.
Yeah, expensive, rare, like
Yeah, like rare, out of print stuff.
it's gonna be a lot, especially when you start getting into thousands of movies. It's gonna be a lot of insurance to pay every month. But
I'm sure.
yeah, this ride
For
is
just 5 cents a day.
this ride is just depressing me. How many movies, and then people are like, oh, I do 4K, this and that. I'm like, well, we've seen 4Ks come off straight out and they were defective. So it's like, and it hasn't been around long enough to see the ramifications of what that's going to be. If they're going to go fast, like HD DVD, when you get those are completely rotted. A lot of those when you see them now. So it's it's a sad thing, but I implore people to do it that way, because that's what I want to do. I mean, still, you have to keep your drives together. You probably have to keep backing up stuff, but it is yours. It's not like your drive has to break. It's not like somebody's coming to swipe your stuff, because the Vudu or Fandango, whatever they want to call it, the movies I have digitally, granted, I've probably only watched 3 movies ever digitally on there, but it's every time I get on there, which is not often, but I notice the number is shrinking. Like I'm losing movies. So it's like, so the movies are moving, like Ray says, like they're, the companies are shifting them, doing this, doing that, whatever their reasons are, but they're not there. I know that much. And it's so annoying. But theoretically, I would like to be able to just take a hard drive, plug it into the TV or something, and all my movies are there. I will still always collect physical media, and I will keep it. You should have your hard copy, and I will still seek it out. But I think I would watch more movies if they were that easy to click. I just go on there, turn the TV on, turn the drive on, click. I
just turn the TV on. It's like,
yeah,
1,000, yes.
Because like when you have a lot, Doc, you gotta. I don't know about you guys, but I take probably 2 movie length times, like about hours of making a decision to watch something.
It's not easy. It takes a lot. You've got to put a lot into it.
It's very unsaid. Okay, I'm sorry about getting so off track. My tangent.
Physical media is important.
Hey, that's what we're here for. Yeah, we're here to talk and have fun, and hang out.
Physical media forever,
Yes,
for sure. I wish it would last forever, but all right. Yeah, it would be. Remember they said 100 years for your disc. Liars.
I mean, it'll probably last a lifetime, theoretically, if you take good care of it. But there are some that are so old that it's already been a lifetime. What do I do?
Yeah.
What do I do with this? It's vintage.
And I was talking to Movie Hunter about this. We always talk about this. And even the movies you're going to buy tomorrow that's brand new out the plastic, you don't know the condition. Even though it was new when you bought it, you still don't know the condition it's been through. It could have been sitting in a warehouse or a truck somewhere, like under different conditions. It could have been in a cold warehouse where it was very moist, or it could have been in a hot truck sitting somewhere. So we really don't know what these discs go through, and especially the used market, we really don't. Some of us, we have like movies that aren't the best quality, but they're so rare, we had to take what we could get. So
that's all they have. I actually have an instance of exactly what you were talking about when it comes to, they say it's new, but what was the storage condition like? Very odd little film. I've been told it's fun, so I'll be watching it at some point. But I just grabbed it because it was so cheap on eBay, and it was listed as brand new. It was in the cellophane and everything when it arrived. Problem is, as soon as I took the cellophane off, I realized that was the only thing holding it together, because the case itself literally crumbling in my hands. I take the disc out, it breaks in half. I'm like,
damn.
Let's get another one from someone else.
And you want to hope that wasn't like I mean, it's one thing for that person to, however they store, I don't know what they were doing, but what if that's a thing where there's a ton of them, and like regional, and everybody that you find at regional, sometimes before all this political stuff and importing stuff came along with the disc rot, when that came up, I said, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll just buy the movies that people have on the disc rot list. I'll just buy them from Canada. Now it's so expensive to import that stuff, so that's not as easy said as done. You know what I mean?
So much.
Yeah. But that's what I was thinking, because all the American factories, I mean, I'm sure there's probably some bad going on up there too. Accidents happen, but but it's an American-based thing, right? And so I just figured I can remedy that. I'll just buy it from Canada, and that way I don't have to worry what factory in the U.S. it came from. If it comes from Canada, more than likely it's going to. I'm good. So, but there's that now. But yeah, that's sad. Dice. I mean, I'm sorry, Doc. That wasn't that movie you showed. I don't remember the movie. It's like a black and green artwork. It's a picture on your Instagram. You were like, "Don't judge me."
I did share it. I shared a video of it on my Instagram because I was like, people need to see this. This is like the worst condition I've ever had a DVD come up. It was that one. It was a Cannibal Rednecks or Redneck Cannibals.
That's
something
great.
like that. So yeah, thankfully not something that was out of print, not something rare. A trauma film, sorry. But I don't know what the deal was. It seemed like it was not an old movie really at all. It was early 2000s maybe, but it looked like the case even was kind of melted or something beforehand. So I'm like, okay, they gave me my money back. The seller gave me my money back, and I was like, cool, I'll put that towards a better one. Thanks.
Yeah.
I think that movie, I've seen it. I never seen it, but I've seen that movie for sale on Hamilton Book recently, I think too. Have you ever tried Hamilton Book?
I think I might have perused a little bit once in a while.
Great. And their customer service, like if you ever should get something bad, like their customer service is, you get your stuff faster than your actual order. They're really good.
Yeah. I'll stand by Hamilton Book. Very good company, very great customer service. One time I ordered a steel book, and I don't know, I guess the handler decided that they got mad at me or something and decided to crush the damn thing. I contacted Hamilton Book, and I'm like, I got sent a crushed steel book. They sent me another one like immediately. So they're very good.
Somebody in the community, I think it might have been Serial Midnight, I'm not sure, but they interviewed the guy that runs that. So it's like a family oriented business, and he inherited from his uncle. And so it's all family. Like he says, we literally box up your orders on our bed. Like, like it's that close. They're doing stuff until in their home, so like if we order stuff, they're like just boxing stuff up, and then they go eat. It's a small company.
Yeah, which is why I don't blame them. I know for a fact they wouldn't have sent something crushed to me. It got crushed in the mail, for sure.
I mean, I got I think Overlord from them. It was so cheap, and I got it. Which great movie, by the way. But it was a factory. You could tell it wasn't their fault. It was a factory thing. When I and you would never know if I would have never. See, this is why it is important to open your stuff. I know we don't do that unless I don't really like to open stuff until I watch it, but it is important because you never know. And then time goes past and it's harder to find, or it's out of print or something. But I opened it from them, and the disc it's a manufacturer issue. Like it was the playable side of the disc was, I don't know, what do you call it? Like it was deteriorated. I've never seen nothing like it. And I told them about it. They're like, no problem, throw it away, do whatever you gotta do. We'll send you another one. And I got it in 2 days, like faster than I got the whole order. But they're really good customer service, and their prices, Doc, they constantly chop the prices down on stuff. Like I just ordered from them. I should be getting into tomorrow, but there's a lot of good stuff. It's one of those places you just make a list and keep your eye on it. Stuff goes down, and stuff is never truly that high either. And they have, as you're a horror fan, right? They be having like Scream Factories. They have a lot of I've even seen Vinegar Syndrome come and go. Arrow all the time pops up, but they just go really fast, and they're so cheap. So yeah, it's really check them out. Okay, so I know I got sidetracked, guys. All right, my number one. You guys should know from these I've done, and I've sung the praises of this young Celtic. He's just I gotta say, people are hard on this guy. He just likes his gold. He shops at the Baby Gap. It's okay to shop at the Baby Gap. My number one is a movie that Rachel from Friends just doesn't own up to, but she was in it, people. Definitely in it. It is The Leprechaun. The Leprechaun. If you've seen Wayne's World, you know what that means. The Leprechaun. I love this movie. This is a movie that I watched with my dad, and he put me onto this movie when it first came out, and this is the best one. The first one is the best one by far. But I can't say enough good things about it. I like as we were saying earlier, characters in horror with personalities. I love Freddy. I love Jason. I love the Crypt Keeper. I love Jigsaw. I like personality. So this fits that. You know, I know it's considered goofy. You know, the funny thing is, till I got into the community, I didn't realize that. I knew it had funny things to it, but he was no different to me than a Freddy Krueger, than a Chucky, far as like tone. But I didn't realize this movie is considered a horror / comedy, and I always see that now. And I don't know, especially the first one. It's a little dark, and even during this list, I was reading that it was meant to be a straightforward horror movie, but Warwick Davis, who plays the Leprechaun, he was ad-libbing, and he was adding in horror. I mean, comedy. So, and the director liked it, and so they just start making it more comedy, and they went back and did reshoots of more gore to appease older fans, like the old heads. So that was for them, and the comedy aspect was for the newer people of that generation. So, which is, you know, I know that seems like a long time ago, guys. It wasn't that long, but it was 1993, and this is actually made in 1992. But it's so funny. I didn't know who Jennifer Aniston was at the time, and then Friends came out, and you know, it's so funny. She would almost make you, if you're not a fan of this movie, you would believe her when she says she's not in this movie. But I always just let that be, because you never know. Some traumatic might have happened on this movie that you just don't want to get into. So maybe there's something like that, because it's weird that she doesn't own up to that. And I know a lot of people in horror is that way. Like I love I forget her first name, but she's a Springsteen in Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3. I think she's phenomenal.
Oh, Pamela Springsteen. Oh, I love her.
She is great as Angela. And I love those. Even though the first movie is clearly the best made movie, I think 2 is the most fun. And it's more of a traditional slasher. It's just a campy, fun movie. And 3 is cool too. And I love her portrayal of that character. But she doesn't. She won't acknowledge it at all. Like it never happened. So it's strange that horror has these effects on people. I don't know why they do that. Like it's going to backtrack their career. We all start somewhere, right?
A lot of people who are like really big names now started in horror. Shh, don't tell them I told you.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like a bad name to them or something. I don't know.
And it's weird that they don't accept it, because like you said, like with Sleepaway Camp 2, that's my favorite one. And I loved Pamela as Angela. Mm-hmm. And the Leprechaun's fun. Mm-hmm. Like they're not bad movies. I don't know why they just distance themselves from it. I would be proud.
Yeah, I was in The Leprechaun. Thank you.
Yeah, I was in The Leprechaun, by the way. Amazing movie. You should see it.
I mean, conventions alone would pay a lot of bills. I'm just saying.
Yeah, right?
Well, some of them relentlessly, you know, they're like, I guess I'll do it for the money. You know, they come to the conventions, but I don't know what the deal is with that, but thus the Leprechaun. Leprechaun 1 is the best of the series, in my opinion. I think that is pretty much a popular opinion. There are people that like have favorites, but it's kind of universal that people know that this is the best made one, should say. Because you know, I am unbiased enough to admit, just because it's my favorite doesn't mean it's the best one, you know. So, but this is the best made one in the franchise, but it's also my favorite. And now my listing, right? So I have this at number 1. I don't know if I really like this better than Jason Goes to Hell. I don't know. And I can't really say this is a better made movie than The Good Son, but The Good Son won't fall at number 1 because it's not, I feel it's not like full-fledged horror. It is horror, but it's not full-fledged, right? So I had to put it at 2. And Leprechaun, it's hard to say, but I did watch Leprechaun more than Jason Goes to Hell. So I don't know. Like, I really, like, all 3 of my picks was so hard. Like, I love all of these movies, but it was so hard for me to find the placement of these. So like I said, it's slim pickings in 93, but it's also the placing of the few is very hard for me, and I struggled a lot, guys, with this. But yeah, check out Leprechaun. Great scenes. Enough camp. It's not really over the top camp. Like, you know, like most sequels, they eventually just lean into the camp and the goofiness of it, as you know, with most horror characters. But remember, people, that goofiness, that stuff that people knock these characters, Freddy, Chucky, That's what made them legendary characters. If they would have kept those tones in the first two movies and just stopped there, they wouldn't be as big icons as they are today, for better or worse.
Mhm.
But I mean, people knock Freddy, the MTV Freddy 4, that's when he goes full camp. Yes, he has the perfect amount of terrifying and camp in 3, but 4, 5, and 6, the one-liners, that is what made Freddy the household name, believe it or not, So I respect it.
That's what got the merchandise.
Right. But hey, Doc, my favorite Freddy is I said that on one of these previous shows. My favorite is Freddy's Dead, and I know that is. I've had nobody agree with me yet, but that is my favorite. I know it's not the best one, but it's my favorite.
You can have it.
That's pretty much what I get. You could have that one. Like I was.
That's wonderful.
I was talking to shout out to Mel, My Killer Podcast, and she kind of like gave me a zinger. I kind of bit my lip, like I was a little mad. She was like, I was like, yeah, and she thought I was referring to a different Freddy. She's like, oh yeah, dude, I really like it too. It's really good. And I'm like, yeah. See, I was so happy. I was like, I finally found somebody we agree. And then she says, oh, you're talking about Freddy's Dead. And I says, yeah, Freddy's Dead. Like, you like that? She's like, oh no, dude, that sucks. I said, oh, she said it just like that. And I was like, how fucking rude. She said it just like that. And and then she's saying, like, I paused for a minute and she's like, oh, I'm sorry, dude, but but it was just like, God damn, y'all really don't like this movie. The Power Glove is everything. And but that's just me. I think I'm on the island with that movie, but I love it.
The horror miser Monty G would probably be with you on that island.
Oh, really? He likes it?
Yes, I believe he is. You said that, and I'm like, that's great. I'm glad you like it.
The drink and all.
You're giving me them vibes.
Listen, I've had enough to worry about with defending 2. I'm good.
He's enough to defend into. Yeah, well, 2 did need a lot of, but see, 2 is so in the right rooms, in retrospect, 2 is so appreciated compared. Like Freddy's Dead is like nobody says they like that one. Like it's just, I don't know. I love
quiet taste. It's a quiet.
It's
taste.
my favorite.
2 is an extremely well-made movie, though.
So
and that's where I think it doesn't get the appreciation it deserves.
So is Freddy's Dead. I'll stand on it. It is a well-made movie. Great soundtrack too. I don't know if you guys ever heard the soundtrack. Amazing. I love that soundtrack. I was listening to it today actually because they were giving me a lot of shit promoting this today, and I was thinking about using a song from that, but I was just like, you know what? I'm tired. Y'all can have it.
We have no energy for this. Thank you.
Yeah, it's crazy. Let me run through this. I'm sorry I'm keeping you guys so long. Okay.
Oh, it's fine. I got nothing to do.
Insurance too early, costly, over the cap. I'm sorry. Too early. I'm sorry. I need glasses. I'm reading this. I'm so sorry. I'm not a bad reader. It's just I can't see. Insurance is too costly, over the cap. You normally get to rent / home owners insurance. Yeah. I know. I've heard about that. Like I was seeing. You remember Dave from Mr. Minty Fresh on was it Cinema Sickness? I remember him pricing his insurance, how much it was going to be of all his movies, and it was just like Jesus. Like we're really taking a risk with this. If you're going to collect, there's risk involved. It really is.
Yeah.
Back somewhere.
Yep. Streaming is temporary. A rental agreement. It is. It's a glorified rental.
Yep.
What can cause this? Oh, the ever-growing question. Anybody want to take that away?
I might have some little bit from it, maybe. For one, if you have it in the sun, that can cause a problem regardless.
Mhm.
So that's not so good. Have it in a nice. If you have a basement with no windows, hey. But regulated, but not. How do we phrase this? No extreme heat. So like no really cold areas, no really hot areas. Something that's like a nice, gentle room temperature is probably a good thing. I've seen people put their movies into like a plastic wrap. You can take it out almost like comic books. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do. Yeah, it
could help.
keeps humidity off of them. Yeah, because you also want to keep your movies away from any kind of moisture, because moisture can cause rot too.
Yeah, like a mold almost. It's weird. I don't
Yeah.
even exactly know what you might look for in case you're concerned if your movie does have rot. I would imagine people point out spots and stuff like that.
Yeah, once it has
Yeah.
rot, it's pretty much gone. You'll have
Yeah.
to replace
Yeah,
it.
and if it's rare, you better just like that's why I said
Digitize.
just rip these discs. And because if it's rare, I understand how hard that could be for you. So just hurry up and rip it, because it will still play for a while, but it'll just go who knows when, you know.
Yeah.
But also too, a lot of disc rot guys, you don't see it. You a lot of times you do, but there is disc rot and you don't see it. You'll see it eventually, it'll come, but when it's happening, you won't see it and it'll just stop playing. There's a lot of it is like Warner Brothers, it's a glue problem. So the glue that's bonding the disc together, it was just bad glue, whatever, they cut corners and it's not holding. So a lot of that is, we just throw that in a disc rotting category, but the glue is bad. And so movies aren't working. And you won't see no dots, and because sometimes there's dots and there's decoloring. And then decoloring is different from deoxidation. You'll see deoxidation. If you get to deoxidation early, guys, there's certain chemicals that will take that off, alcohol being one of them. You can wipe your disc with something soft and get that off, get that early. But your main issue, guys, is moisture. That is mine. So moisture is always the worst. And moisture can attack, like we constantly think, oh, I have a cool place to put my stuff. Because this is the same with if you collect sneakers, you collect anything really, moisture can hurt it. And when you it's best to have a good, like Doc said, have a good temperature room, but moisture is everywhere. So my ideal is to try to get you a dehumidifier. So if you have a movie room, it's even easier. I know we all don't have movie rooms. A lot of us just have places we put our movies. But if you could get you a dehumidifier, it really does help. It even helps with your health. You'll notice. Trust me, I notice different things. And depending on where you live, moisture is greater than other places. And if you live by a river, Jesus, it's believe it, if you don't notice
a river or Chicago,
right? Yeah. And like Doc said, keep the sun off of your movies too, because the sun can bleach. And once your movie starts bleaching, it'll stop working too.
And you'll understand. I mean, you don't understand how quickly, like if you, we've probably been dealing with movies for years. So like when you took a movie out the player and you just threw it on top of the player, there might be a window over there. There might be sun reaching that. You'd be surprised how quickly, if you leave that up there a few days, that can really damage your movie. So that's a bad issue. But mainly everybody, moisture. But be careful with certain plastic. All plastic that wraps aren't created equal. Certain plastics are better than others. Plastic is a chemical too, guys. And so in heat and conditions, that causes a chemical reaction and that deoxidizes. Actually, believe it or not, our cases we keep these movies in are an enemy to the disc too. They people were having a big deal about off-gassing. They were seeing all this slime and stuff on their Screen Factory stuff. That's been around forever. If you look at even DVDs, you'll see some of it in there. And when that gets on your disc and when it interacts with the elements and it's just on your disc for a long time, it can damage them. So it's always good to get some alcohol and wipe that off. And it's always good. What I do is I actually wipe my cases out just really quick, guys. You don't have to do too much. Just get you a nice rag. You can wipe a case kind of hard. You don't have to be, it's not like a dish. You don't have to be delicate. Just wipe it with some alcohol and get that chemical off there, because there is chemical, believe it or not. And it'll help because that reacts with your disc. It's all plastic, guys. And all plastic, like I said, isn't created equal. So it is best if you're doing the turkey bags or whatever you guys like to call them to wrap your movies. At a certain point, at a certain point, I would change them. Like, I know that's costly. It costs money to collect, but after a few years, even if they're clean, I would change them, because what you're not seeing is the chemical is releasing in your movie. So get you a fresh piece of plastic at some point, and always check your disc, guys. I know some of us seal them up and we just leave them on the shelf, but check them every now and then. Like, every year, go through your movies, look at the disc. And if you see that off gassing, get some alcohol and wipe that off. It'll save you in the long run. Trust me, I'm dealing with a lot of that right now. So
And also, it can be a manufacturer problem, just the chemicals that the manufacturer company uses. You can look that up on Google. I've noticed that Ghost House movies tend to rot very fast, and it's just because of the chemical that is used to make the disc. So, yeah.
You talking about like Ghost House? They're kind of like 8 Movies to Die For. You talking about like that company?
Yeah, they usually make like horror movies.
Sucks. I have tons of those.
Yeah. Yeah, so it might be good to burn those onto your hard drive or something because, yeah, those discs tend to rot really fast.
That sucks. And also, too, guys, I know it's cool to have a resurfacer. Never resurface your movies unless it really needs it. Unless it's not working, it looks like a hockey puck. Go ahead for it. But if it doesn't need it, just has a couple nicks, don't do it because that takes off a protective layer of your disc. And over time, when that element stuff start happening, your disc will just stop. You'll put your disc in one day and it'll stop working. It's because you took the protective layer off of it and it degrades faster. Delaminating and biodegradable materials from production. Yes, Hunter.
Yep.
Big words, Hunter. I have nightmares about crushed steelbooks. Yeah, you do. Hunter actually, guys, if you don't know, Hunter collects steelbooks. He has every American steelbook ever released. So
My God.
The
metal of it all.
The metal of it. He's a metaler, all right. But JT, what's up, man? Good to see you. 1993. What's up, guys? Good to see you. We was just talking about you, JT. I was talking about you. You had the director of Final Destination on not too long ago. Go check out JT, guys. Let's see. I know this name. So sorry you couldn't be with us, Al. Who would win, Lep or Chucky? People want to say Lep, but I know a lot of people are not too much fans of the new Chucky, but Chucky got a lot going on now, and I'm gonna go with Chucky just because he's my favorite. But you know,
if you went original Chucky, original Leprechaun, it'd go to the Leprechaun for sure.
Yeah, but Chucky has a lot of depth with his voodoo magic and everything. I mean, he's doing, he's in the ghost realm. Like he's a spirit in an episode of the new Chucky, and it sounds bad the way I'm saying it, but it's Chucky's got a lot going on now. So I don't know. I think Chucky, but that could be my bias. What do you think, Doc?
You know, as someone who has looked into some of the like old myths and folklore, I would actually lean more towards Leprechaun simply because he's got to have a lot of really old shit we've never even seen before.
That's true. Have you seen the first Leprechaun?
I have seen the first one and the second one, and that's it.
We might have to bring you up for in February when we go, or whenever. I know it falls in different months sometimes. Whenever St. Patrick's Day comes up, we might have to bring you up and go through some Leprechauns because these girls haven't seen them either. So we might have to do that. Yeah, but you do remember in the first one, if you throw shoes at the Leprechaun, he has to stop whatever he's doing.
Polish him.
So
folklore has its flaws.
That has to do with folklore, yeah.
No, I'm not knocking the lore or the writing, but it's just like in a fight. If we're like just throw a whole Foot Locker at him. He'll be.
But if you take the original Chucky into consideration, he's a stuffed doll. You can literally just chuck him.
I don't know. That doll always seems like he's very heavy for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah. But if you actually take into consideration like the material he's made out of, he should be easily punched.
He's very flammable.
Yeah, flammable too.
Well, I don't know. All right, when you say original Chucky, we just talking the first three, or we include?
Yeah, I'm just trying to stick to like the original. I'm not going through like all of the special changes. Yeah, just like the straight up the originals.
Mm-hmm. Some Charles Lee Ray,
Yeah.
Team Chucky, but I do think originally. No question, Leprechaun. But now, where it stands today, I think Chucky has him. But okay. My favorite, Angela 2, is the best. Yes, JT.
Yes.
Thank you. Like I loved it. I think 1 is unbiasedly the best movie, but 2 is my favorite. Like that is what's the one where she does the rap? You remember the rap she did before she killed somebody? I think that might be 3, Wasteland. Mm-hmm. She records a rap.
Yeah. Yeah, that was in the third one because there was that one teenager that was really into loud music and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, is it me in that kill in part 2 though when she's like dumping the girl in the toilet? like that felt so personal. Like it felt like she was really enjoying that.
She
Jeez.
meant
I think
to
that was personal because I think that was the girl that was picking on her, wasn't she? I was
Yeah.
pretty sure that was the girl that was picking on her, so I think that was personal.
And the sad part is, I mean, I know there's charming killers even in real life. She just seems so nice. And the second, 2 and 3, she seems like a nice girl. Just
Well,
and
the thing about Angela is you just have to be nice and good. If you're
Mhm.
nice and good, Angela does not have a problem with you. She just has a problem with delinquents,
Mhm.
mean bullies. She has problems with those people.
But you know, there's always something in their mind that's going to make them think you're not being nice. There's no perfect with these people.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, there was that one girl, I think it was in 2, where she had the boyfriend and she was more closer to the boyfriend and Angela got jealous because she's like, I should be your best friend, not your boyfriend.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so yeah.
You see what I mean? It's always something. It's like Stepfather. It's like he loved the family to be perfect, but somewhere in his twisted mind, eventually that family is not perfect. It could have been a simple argument, like couples are going to argue. So it's like, dude, now you're going to kill the
Yeah,
whole family?
it's more like you be extremely nice to Angela, and then when her back's turned, you run like hell and never turn back.
But yeah, I love Angela, and I'm late to that. I watched that movie maybe during COVID times, so I am like very new. But I've watched the first 3 like probably 3 or 4 times a piece, and she is a top 10 for me. That's how
Yeah,
cool
same.
Angela is. Okay, let's see. Chucky all day long. There you go. But JT, you is another one too. You need to watch some of them Leprechaun movies. All right. Heck yeah, JT. Yeah, Al. Lucard. Let's see. Never saw Al. I want to know your they're releasing a new Dracula movie here. It already released overseas, but they're bringing it to America and they're releasing it in February. I want to know your expertise on that since you're Al Lucard. Never saw the Leprechaun 3 in Vegas. A lot of people like it. I hated it when it came out. I mean, I don't want to say I hated it. It was a little whack, but over time, it's like that Nightmare on Elm Street thing. It kind of aged well. All right, you missed the space one. Right. I like 2 better. You like Leprechaun 2 better? Because I know you're not talking about Child's Play. Because oh no, you're talking about Sleepaway Camp. I'm sure. Okay. I'm partial to Leprechaun 3. I even like, I can't tell you right now. We're going to get into that later. But I like the Leprechaun movies. Just put it that way. Yeah, I never saw In Space. And Back to the Hood. Back to the Hood 2 is actually the better one. That's actually high on people's lists. But I like them all. Back to the Hood's a little rough, but the origin, just skip the origin. That's a terrible movie. Oh, The Good Son is excellent. Okay, I guess I'm far behind. Because Nightmare on Elm Street 2 is the best. Oh yeah, that's his favorite too. I don't know if you know JT Doc, but yeah, he had the director on for that, and that, in my opinion, was his best episode when they talked about that. So I'm just a Nightmare fan, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
I love you guys' Nightmares episodes. If it wasn't so slow, I like it more. If two, you think 2 is slow? I think it's faster paced. Isn't there a cave you could be terrorized? That's true. That's true. Let's see. My bad. Cave in a few minutes. Yeah. Well, it's not daybreak yet. You'll be all right. Well, that doesn't sound too scary. And last but not least, Movie Hunter. What? You open your? I know. Hunter
It's a
doesn't
mind-blowing concept, but it must be done.
Hunter doesn't open his steelbooks. They're all sealed. So unless he couldn't find it. If he couldn't find it and he bought it, like, if it came out in 2010 and he wasn't collecting in 2010, and that's the only way he could find it, it's open. But he doesn't open his steelbooks. He just buys this movie again in a regular Amaray case or whatever and watches it that way. Yeah. We love
Steels
him,
have a little bit more protection though, because they're actually made out of steel. So,
but I've seen people open these steelbooks and they fall apart too. That's another thing.
true.
So, that's crazy. So you never know until you open them. All right, guys. I'm sorry about that. So our honorable mentions for 1996. What do we want to say as our honorable mentions? Ray, you go ahead with yours.
I only have one, and it's because I haven't seen a lot of horror movies from this year. But and I don't know if I'd really count this as a horror movie either, but it was on the list. Eye for an Eye.
Eye for an Eye. Can you tell us something about that? I don't know about that one.
Yeah, so it's about this mother who leaves her daughter home alone. Now her daughter's not young, she's like a teenager. But they're getting ready to throw like a birthday party or something, and the house gets broken into and the daughter gets murdered in the most horrific, brutal way possible for a young child to get murdered. Well, not young child, but a child to get murdered like that. And the mom comes home after hearing her daughter scream on the phone because they were on the phone with each other when she was murdered. And the mother rushes home and finds her daughter dead. And they eventually find the killer, but the killer gets let go. The charges were dropped, and she gets really, really, really upset about this, and she decides that she's going to take the law into her own hands, and she goes after her daughter's killer and tries to kill him. Yeah, the killer is Kiefer Sutherland. I know that. I forget who played the mother. She was in Mrs. Doubtfire. She was the mom in Mrs. Doubtfire.
Sally Field?
Sally Field, yeah. Sally Field is the mother, and Kiefer Sutherland was the killer.
Oh, yo, it's weird you say that. I didn't know what I was going to say. Are you talking about Killing Time? Because he's a killer in that. But this I have this movie. I literally just put this movie in plastic like last night. I've never seen
really?
it. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't necessarily say it's completely rewatchable, but I mean, the last time I watched it was probably around 2004. Was probably the last time I watched it, so I definitely need to rewatch it. But I remembered it being good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, as it for being horror, I don't know if I would really classify it as horror, but I mean, you do watch the child get murdered and beaten, and so it's pretty rough in that department. But other than that, it's a really good movie. It's a revenge movie mostly.
I like those though.
Yeah.
Nice. Now I look forward to watching it. Have you seen that, Doc?
I have not, but I do believe I have heard about it.
Okay, great. All right, what else you got, Ray?
No, that's the only honorable mention I have.
You're supposed to have two. Jesus, you didn't. You really? Oh.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't really watched a whole lot of horror movies from 1996.
I'm so disappointed in you. All right. Okay.
That's it for me.
Doc, you didn't disappoint me, did you?
I have two honorable mentions for 1996.
See, Ray. See, two.
Well, you might want to hold on that until I mention what they are. We don't know. We could really just piss somebody off. So the first one is From Dusk Till Dawn. And the reason why that one is an honorable mention is just because it's not quite my taste, but I still enjoyed it.
Jesus Christ.
It's still fun.
What is happening here? Oh my God. I just keep inviting. I keep inviting people that's hating on Dustin. No, it's not quite their taste. They always say
it's a good movie. It's a good vampire film. Just perhaps not my favorite.
Oh, okay.
It didn't rank very high on my vampire list either, and that bothered Cal.
None of them. I mean, there was Cardio who was up here. Tom. He had it high as I had. I had it in top 5. I've had it in number 4, I think. But they had it at damn near 20. It was as a vampire film.
No, it was in the 15 range.
Oh wow. I'm sorry. 15 as a vampire film. All right, your favorite horror. All right, whatever. Vampire film, you got it in the top 15. Jeez. Please. Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go finish.
Just having a coronary. And the second honorable mention is it's horror. I do believe it is firmly in horror, but I don't know if people will consider this a movie per se, a feature perhaps. But Michael Jackson's Ghosts.
Okay, I don't know if I've seen that one. I think I've seen clips, but I don't. Yeah. That's really a movie.
More or less. It's how long is it? That's my question. It's probably not feature film length, of
It's
course,
short film, huh?
but yeah, it's like 40 minutes.
Yeah, short film.
But
Okay.
it was directed by Stan Winston, the Stan Winston.
Okay.
It's not, of course, as well remembered as Thriller, but it has the same basic structure, shall we say, of there actually being a story behind it. I think it technically does have links to one of the Addams Family movies, if I'm remembering correctly, but for
Wow.
one reason or another, they didn't want to include it with the movie. So I guess Michael Jackson just said, "Fine, I'll make it a whole feature then," and thus we have that. He actually plays two parts in it, and I don't want to mention what the other one is because I
Mhm.
didn't catch it immediately. And it was kind of interesting once I saw some of the behind the scenes and went, "Oh, he played him too. Oh, okay."
Okay.
But great music, great dancing. The
I'm
effects are
sure.
really cool to me for the ghosts. So,
I'm sure the music is great.
yes. Good.
Um,
Needless to say, yes.
yeah, yeah. Hey, look who's there. Of course. Wow. Yeah. That's a perfect honorable mention. Even though I haven't seen it, but I did that with I believe it was Smooth Criminal. We did a movie years for that year, and I had to put it in there. I think it was perfect for honorable mention because it's not really a full length movie, so I
Yeah.
thought it was perfect.
Not a full thing, but it's whenever someone watches it, it's like, Jesus, this was like a series of music videos, and they made it into pretty much a movie. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I got to check it out. Is that easy to find physical?
Well, yeah, it's on YouTube. It's in its entirety. It's on YouTube.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
Just make sure you get the whole thing. It should be about 40 minutes, I believe, but they have it in sections as well. But
Okay. I'll definitely check it out. I'm still gonna hold a grudge about the Dusty Dawn.
thanks for the recommendation. I'm still screwed.
Yeah. That's crazy. No, that's great. Okay, so it's my turn. All right, so my number one honorable mention, I wanted it to be my number 3. I couldn't really do it. It was very hard because my number 3 is it is a better movie, but I watched probably this movie. I don't know. I watched them both a lot, but my number 4, my recommendation, my honorable mention. I'm just tongue tied. My honorable mention.
Here it is.
Yeah, just get it out. All right. It's Leprechaun 4. Yeah, I'm right back at the Leprechaun. In space, guys. I liked it in space. Y'all gotta, it wasn't so taboo. I know that's when they run out of ideas, but before Jason went to space, a little bit after the clowns went to space, Leprechaun went to space. So I enjoyed it. There's a scene where the leprechaun, it's creative kills. There's a scene where the leprechaun goes in a guy's penis. Like I've never seen nothing like that before. And he comes out of the guy's penis, and it's very stupid. But back then, it was like, what the hell's happening? It's very hurtful to see. It just. Yeah, just imagine, you're getting ready to have a good time, and then a leprechaun jumps out. That's just.
It sounds like the setup for something. Some sort of moral tale.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't do that because a leprechaun will jump into your penis. What?
Right. Gotta keep that. Hey, safe sex, right?
Yes.
That'll keep the kids,
It'll keep the kids away and the leprechaun at bay.
Right. And there's a scene where I like the actors in it. I like their little bit of chemistry, for better or worse. I like their they have a guy in there. I think it's the guy from Total Recall, the one that Arnold shoots in the head when he's telling him to swallow the pill. And I forget his name. He's very well known. But he's in this movie too, and he's like a half man, half android in this movie. And he's just hysterical. He's just comic relief. And of course, the leprechaun comes in contact with him and kills him too. But he's actually the villain of the story, even though the leprechaun is the big bad. But he is the for profit, for research villain. Those villains. He's one of those villains in the movie that there's always that guy or girl in the movie. It's like, I can't wait to see them get it. He's that. So
yeah.
He's a machine that glitches though. So he'll be mid sentence and he'll just get, and then like his machine, his whole bottom is robotic. so he'll just be glitching. So it's funny in a way. You probably you guys haven't seen it, so I don't know what you guys would think. I probably would think differently when I rewatch it, but I doubt it because I watched it so many times and I still remember it fondly. And I don't know. There's a kill in there where one of the assistants gets a pan to the face from the leprechaun, and then he has a pizza face. Like this goofy shit here happening. But
Yeah.
I totally enjoy Leprechaun in Space. Leprechaun 4. So that's my number one. I know, long-winded. Honorable mention. Also too, I love this movie. It's not as good as Demon Knight, but Bordello of Blood would be my other honorable mention. This came up in our vampire stream, and it's not just the boobs for me. I really think this movie is fun. I think this movie, Corey Feldman's in this movie. A lot of people forgetting his small role. He's cool. This is good music. I didn't know Chris Sarandon was the Reverend all these years until maybe like 10 years ago. I've seen the movie 100 times and I never realized that was him. That might be a good thing, but it's just there's just little lines in this movie that's so great. Somebody in this community named Hobbs Horror does an impersonation of one of the guys, the bikers in the bar. He does that impersonation so good. If you've seen that movie, you know that the guy, and he tells him, loosen your headband because he's just a little too eccentric, and it's just like. It's funny. You have to see the movie to really understand. I think Angie Everhart was so good as Helena, or however you say her name, and really good vampire. Like we don't see vampires like that, and it is a Tales of the Crypt, so you do get that comedy aspect to it. It doesn't take itself too seriously, but it's serious enough, and it's a really fun movie. Demon Knight is one of my favorite movies of all time, so it's not out there like it, but it is like a very fun rewatchable movie though, and I love it, and I even like the ending. So Bordello of Blood, guys, Bordello of Blood. Those are my honorable mentions, and let's just jump into our number 3. So right, what you got? Your number 3 from 1996.
Okay. Forgive me if I don't remember too much about this movie. The last time I saw it was probably 1999, and that would be The Ghost in the Darkness.
Oh, okay. Is that horror?
It was on the horror list, which I was kind of surprised about, but yeah, I just put it on here because it is a movie I have seen, and I did remember liking it. Like I said, I can't remember the whole premise of the movie, but it was about these people. I think they were working on a railroad or something, and they get hunted by 2 male lions that I think were referred to as the Ghost in the Darkness. I think that's where the title comes from, if I'm remembering. But yeah, it's these 2 male lions that have a hunger for human flesh, and they start slowly picking off the workers who are working on this railroad or have something to do with this railroad. And they hire this hunter to come and take out the 2 lions. But that's really all I can remember about it.
Yeah, I always see this movie is considered as horror. I've never seen it. It's a movie that I've seen people was fawning over for a 4K, so it must be good. But
I mean, I guess it could be considered a creature feature. I guess I don't know.
Like
maybe
versus man. Kind of
yeah. Yeah, so I guess that's why it's considered a horror, because creature feature is like a sub horror, maybe.
Kind of like Leprechaun versus, that's a creature versus man. You know what I mean? It always comes back to the Leprechaun with me. I know.
This will be linked back.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. I have it. And that's another movie I wrapped last night. Okay. Cool. So, what's your other one? Oh, that or is that?
Oh, that was my number 3.
That's your number 3. I am so lost. Okay, I'm tripping.
No problem.
I'm tripping. It's the Dust to Dawn thing. It just throws me off every time.
I get the blame.
Okay. What's your number 3, Doc?
Scream. The classic Scream.
Let me bring it up for your close-up, Mr. Demia.
It's not a special edition. I'm so sorry. Fun little story about Scream, the original, is that I met Matthew Lillard, but at the time I had not seen Scream. I only really knew him as Shaggy or from 13 Ghosts. And while we were meeting him, my mom, who was with me, was like, "We need to watch Scream or something." He's like, "You don't have to." I'm sure he was looking at this like 4'11" older lady, like, "You don't have to." But we bought it specifically after that, and my family and I sat down and watched it for the first time. And afterwards, my mom was like, I kind of feel bad for him." Okay, yeah, fair. Nobody can feel really, really upset with Matthew Lillard even when he kills somebody.
Did you really call the cops? Oh, my mom and dad is gonna be so mad at me. I love that scene. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, why'd you do it? Peer pressure. I'm far too sensitive.
Yeah. You better leave her alone, right? It's so funny about Scream. People keep wanting him back, and that's so much of pressure. Because remember when that movie was made, Jamie Kennedy was the more popular one, but over time it just completely came about Stu and Matthew Lillard. So it's funny to see them want him back, but I thought it fits better to have Jamie Kennedy back. Like he was the movie, fanatic. He was the one secretly in love with Sydney. I could see him
Not so secretly. Not so secretly.
I didn't notice how much he was in love with her though. Like even in the one he gets killed in, like he still wants her. Like, and it's just I didn't really catch that upon rewatching because the second one was always my least favorite. So rewatching it, I was just like, oh, that's still a thing. Okay, but I always thought he would be after seeing the movie Trick 2, which he was in. I think he's the one they should bring back. I think to see him, he's been the one to set all of this in motion, and maybe he's a movie fanatic. He faked his death. Like I think that would be more fitting than she clearly killed Stu. She killed him, but I don't know. That's just my opinion. I think he would be a fitting final. When they want to end it being him. I think
the ultimate callback.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you never know. It might be him in a new one.
We don't at this point.
Yeah, at this point. How you feel about the new one? You see the trailer?
I haven't. I try to avoid trailers for the most part, just to make sure nothing gets spoiled for me.
Yeah, you have to now, huh? Yeah.
I'm actually looking forward. I'm curious. I'm very curious about him and Skeet Ulrich being in FNAF 2. I'm curious about that.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
It's not exactly Scream, but it's like Scream adjacent. It's interesting.
Yeah, and they definitely have chemistry, right? So,
given the lore of the characters that they're playing, there is a very strong connection to those characters as well. So
okay. Well, that's something to look forward to. I'm sorry, Ray, you can't join in this conversation. It's such a good conversation if you've seen the movie. Yeah,
it's the peer pressuring into watching a film.
Yeah.
I've been seeing the Scream, the triple feature of the Scream going on sale on and off, and I just got to get it one day.
It's just unbelievable. I mean, the Dust to Dawn thing is like, all right, that's your taste, but it's just amazing you haven't seen that one. Just it blows my mind.
Yeah, that's probably like maybe one of the horror series where I actually have not seen any movie from.
Wow. Have you seen I Know What You Did Last Summer? Have you seen those?
The first one.
Okay. I think that's a little overrated, but I love the second.
I think I actually got that cool. Yeah, I got the steel book from Walmart. That cool slip steel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah,
definitely was. The Scream Steel books was really good too. I'm sorry I don't have no.
Yeah.
Extra. I mean, Doc, I will send them to you.
Oh, alas. We'll find out one way or the other. I'm sure I'll find something. Maybe. I have a couple of steel books. I think maybe one, just one, two. Okay, two. Very important steelbooks to have. Late Night with the Devil, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Thank you.
Okay. Haven't seen either, but I hear they're both phenomenal.
Yeah, Killer Clowns is fun.
Yes. Killer Clowns is very much like a cheesy B kind of horror movie. It's endearing, shall we say. The effects are impressive. You would not expect the effects for the clowns to be in a movie like this, but they are. And then Late Night with the Devil, that more recent, of course, is like an homage to 70s talk show, late night talk show, and things go wrong. So, and one of my favorite actors as of recently, David Desmalchin. Thank you.
Okay, nice. I'll definitely check both of them. I have them both. I think I have Killer Clowns. I know I have Late Night, because I just recently bought it. But yeah, I think I have Killer. I'm not sure, but I hear nothing but good things about Killer Clowns. It's actually I did one of the movie years with a friend, and he had that in his. It was the only 1981, and it wasn't even a horror based one. And he still had that in his top 5 movies for the 80s. So, and he's not even a horror guy. So it's a really, that's something.
It is kind of non-horror friendly, shall we say?
Yeah. Okay. I'll take your word for it. I'll find out sooner or later. Okay.
It's got a very catchy theme. You will not be able to get it out of your head for a while.
Right. That is pretty low though for you. I thought you were gonna have Scream higher. I don't know why I'm assuming you're a Scream fan, like big Scream fan, should I say? But for some reason I'm assuming that. I don't know why.
I like it well enough. I'm not exactly a big slasher person in general, but
what? Okay. What? Okay. All right. So, what's your favorite subgenre?
It would depend. I do like comedy horror. It was pointed out to me that I seem to have a certain proclivity to body horror as well. I love, like, this is probably a subgenre on its own. Universal monsters, werewolves, stuff like that. So
the original. You're not one of those, I just like my Dracula black and white. You like it
not like that. There's different versions of Dracula. I like also different iterations of Dracula, like Love at First Bite is one that involves Dracula that is not the original at all. It takes a huge diversion from that, but still I like it a lot. So we're not purist here. No.
Okay. I mean, as long as it's not the Dracula from Blade, you're pretty good. You're good. Okay. So my number 3 for 96 is, and I struggle, but I love this movie. Nobody have seen this movie for some reason. I have a million times. Pinocchio's Revenge. And this is what Child's Play was originally meant to be. And I don't want to spoil this movie too much because I would really enjoy anybody that's listening to watch this and tell me what you think. Because a great child actor that I never seen again. She is really good in this movie. I don't know her name, but if you look it up, I'm sure you'll find it. And the mom is somebody used to be on one of those sci-fi shows. Hunter, I'm sure you would know. Maybe Stargate she was in. But really good movie. Killer doll. But is it the doll? That's the question. It's one of those movies where they leave you hanging at the end for you to decide, is it the doll or was it the little girl? And so and it's still debated. It's really just what you think. But I think it was the girl. And the doll, they say it's cursed because this doll was at the scene of another murder. So how the girl gets this doll? So the girl's mom is an attorney, right? And so she's defending her client, and the doll somehow, it's her little girl's birthday. Somehow the doll doesn't make it to the courtroom or something, or it comes back after her day in court, and somehow she's supposed to go back to evidence, but it's all of a sudden it's in her back. It gets mixed in with her child's toy. And I think her assistant put it in the car or something because it's a toy, right? And so not evidence. The assistant didn't know, right? And so yeah, right. And it ends up with this child at the birthday party, and she takes a liking to that. And it's so funny because she bought her a traditional type doll, and that doll gets it's kind of like in Child's Play 2 when Tommy gets threw in the dirt and busted face. It's the same type of thing, Who did it? Pinocchio did it? Who knows? But this little girl, Pinocchio is very protective at first. The little girl gets bullied, so that bully got to go. Anything, somebody's trying to break up the family. Little girl don't like a new boyfriend in the house. That boyfriend's got to go. And so it's a really I think it's really good, and I think the little girl does a lot of lifting for this movie for her to be a child actor that I've never seen or heard of before or after. But good movie. It's a movie I always tell people they should check out. It's from that era of I don't know if people remember Trimark. They did like Warlock, Witchmasters, that era of movies where that was the VHS era before straight to DVD. It was like straight to VHS kind of movies, and it was one of
Yeah.
those. Like there was a feel to it, how it was made, and I miss those movies because I feel like a lot of those movies, except maybe Warlock and Hellraiser, like they have their fan bases, so people still run to them. But this one is one that's getting left behind and nobody knows. But this is a very fun movie. I kind of did spoil it, basically who's the killer, but watching it unravel, there's still a lot to figure out, and it's a good movie. Like we were saying earlier, the child killers, or for me, I like the doll killers. It's a good
Yeah.
mix for me. But this is originally, that was my point. The reason I even explained it, my original point was this was what Child's Play was supposed to be. When you talk to Tom Holland, I mean, when you hear, like, I never talked to him, but when you hear Don Mancini, should I say, talk about his original Child's Play idea, it was really supposed to be Andy doing the killing. And Tom Holland actually changed that because he made the first movie. And so if it wasn't for Tom Holland, that's why I always tell people, like, I respect Tom Holland. The first Chucky's my favorite, but he made those changes to the script. He made those liberties where we have Chucky as we know it today as just a doll entity, that killer. Whereas originally it was Andy, and that probably would have been the end of the movie. You might have been lucky enough to get a sequel, but that was, what can you do with that? So
we can't make a franchise from this.
Yeah. So I mean, they kind of did with Stepfather. He did keep killing families, but still, So I always look at Pinocchio's Revenge like, oh, this is what Child's Play was really supposed to be. So yep, that is my number 3. I hope you guys have even heard of it?
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Okay. Do me a favor.
I've seen it around.
Yeah, just try it, Doc. Just try it.
I probably will.
It's not like peas that somebody's force feeding their kid, and they don't want it. It's a good dish. It's a good dish.
Since you described it, it seems like it'd be something up my alley, so I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, I see a new name, Anchors of Movies. Hey, I see you. Let's see what else. Nightmare 2's the best. We read that. There's a Cave, Wanting Al. We read that. Okay, let's bring you up real quick. Hey, Acres. Hey, Stacy. Nice to see you. Leprechaun 1993. Yeah, right. And let's see, a couple more. Always enjoy the discussion. Thanks. I always enjoy to see you here. Thank you for being here. Of course, I'm a huge fan of the Scream films, so we'll be anticipating Scream 7. Yeah, I know you love Scream and Halloween, right? Which one you like better, Scott? I'm still waiting for a U.S. steelbook for Scream 4. Oh, yeah, they never did that. That Blu-ray is actually rare, Hunter. And believe it or not, the DVD is not mass printed either. So
I got lucky.
Yeah. I remember people was looking for that Scream 4 Blu-ray for a while. It's not like entirely hard, but it's not easy. Okay, let's see. So, go ahead, Ray. Hit us with your number 2 for 96.
Okay, so for number 2, I went with The Craft.
The Craft. Tell me.
Yeah. Basically, it's about this girl. She's new to this school. She just moved and is new to this school. She befriends like the loser outcasts who end up being a coven of witches. And she becomes a witch alongside them. However, the head witch, I forget who plays her, but she's so famous. Yeah, she's amazing. I love her. She's a bit crazy, and she starts to use her magic against people she dislikes. And she starts to get the coven to agree with her and start doing these terrible things. However, the new girl has a little bit of a heart and doesn't like what's going on, so there ends up being a conflict within the coven. That's basically the gist of the movie. But one scene that really sticks out to me, and I don't know, it scares me, as a woman. where she casts a spell on this girl that was bullying her and makes all of her hair fall out.
Well, if you don't bully
And
nobody, you're all right.
and it's like it's coming out in clumps. She's it's been a while since I've seen the movie, but I think she starts to bleed too because she gets like a skin condition. And yeah, that scene always sticks out to me when I think of that movie. It's the scene where the girl's hair falls out. But yeah, it's an enjoyable witch movie. I like it.
It always comes back to witches with you guys. Yeah, okay, I forgot about that. I did see that. I've never seen The Craft. Let me ask you guys this. Yeah, you've clearly both seen it. Is Neve Campbell better in this or Scream? What do you like her role? What role you think she's stronger in?
Well, she plays kind of two different types of characters. Sydney is, of course, survival girl, all that, a good girl type. And in The Craft, she starts out very shy and subdued due to scarring that she has, and due to magic that goes away, and thus she gains this other level of ego, essentially. And she becomes kind of sinister, actually, because she seems really sweet when she's saying certain things, but it's like the undertone is sinister, so it's
a
little different.
Okay. Did you guys like the new Craft?
I've not seen
I
it
didn't
yet.
see it.
Oh, you mean you didn't grab it out of the bargain bin at Walmart?
No. I mean, there is an actress in the remake that I do like. Her name is escaping me at the moment. But I kind of wanted to see it because of her. What's the name of this actress? Now it's going to bother me. I know she was in that new movie that came out just a couple years back, Sick.
Oh, right.
Yeah, she was the brunette.
Mm-hmm.
She was the main character, the main lead in that movie. I do like her. And I know that she was in the remake. And I kind of wanted to see it for her, but then I'm like, I don't know. I was never in a huge hurry to see it.
I'm shocked that didn't get remade to death. But I mean sequel to death, should I say. Okay, The Craft. All right. Doc, take it away. Oh boy.
The Craft.
The Craft.
It's this is actually this is the first one of the first horror movies in my collection that I was given by my brother for Easter. Yeah, I have rented the VHS from my library a lot, and that was quite a seminal horror movie for me. I didn't even consider it horror to begin with, but that was prior to me getting into horror. So, but it's a very, very 90s witch film, and I think it does quite well. It's like Mean Girls, but with witches.
Exactly.
Just like Ray said, Fairuza Balk, like I forget her name, Robin Tony, Neve Campbell, and oh god, I keep forgetting her name. Rachel True, forgive me, I follow her on
I
Twitter.
liked it, Rachel True. You don't see her.
No, and I this is what I know her most from. And whenever she comes up in like documentaries or something, I'm like, there she is. But the whole cast is very good. Skeet Ulrich, once again, is in the film, and some other memorable faces, I believe. But it was so important to me as a kid because I was very into witches, and as someone who does practice witchcraft, not Wicca, it's different. It's actually kind of true, loosely. Some of the things that they would do, like the witch shop, that I've been in shops that look like that. It's pretty close to reality with some exceptions. So it's just a cool film.
I think they had somebody from I don't want to say Wiccan, but
they had a witch on set, like an advisor.
Yeah, so I think a lot of that probably helped with the authenticity of it. I guess, and
And
you're vouching for it, so it probably really did help. So
very much, with some Hollywood exceptions.
It wouldn't be a movie without that, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And Fairuza Balk, I believe, at least at the time, was also into witchcraft or Wicca of some sort, I believe. So anyway, I think she might still be. I'm not sure, but at least at the time, she was. So
interesting. Okay. And The Craft. So I guess I should watch it, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you hear anything called The Covenant, it's not the same.
I have heard of that, but I haven't seen that either.
Some might describe it as like the male version of The Craft.
Right.
It's
not
Sebastian
good.
Stan is in it. It's not horrible. It's just really cheesy. That's all.
Does The Craft still hold up though? Do you consider that cheesy, or it didn't age well, or is it still just as good?
I think it aged pretty good. There are certain bits of CGI or something that's like, but for the most part, because they didn't use a lot of CGI, I think it works pretty good. It verges on psychological to some degree because we're following the main character, Sarah, and later half of the film, she's going through it. All because of Nancy.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. You heard it first, guys. The Craft. It's a favorite with these two. Okay. All right. I mean, this picture that Ray has looks like it was, out of The Craft. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. So my number 2 is something that just doesn't get any justice on my stream, it looks like. Dusk Till Dawn. From Dusk Till Dawn. That is my number 2. As George Clooney just says, you be cool. Everybody just be cool. We talked about this a lot, so I won't drag it out. I love his chemistry with Quentin Tarantino in this. I love the chemistry with Juliette Lewis in this. I didn't realize that was Harvey Keitel for years in that role, and as a preacher that lost his faith. And I love just the weapons of choice, holy water and a crossbow. It's just very unique. I've seen shout out to Gore Keith. He has a problem with the that style of vampire. That's what he said. That's why he couldn't get into Buffy, because it's the same type of style, like the look of those type of vampires. I totally enjoy the look of it. It's a little cheesy when I forgot his name again. The black guy, the African American guy. What's his name? Fred Williamson. Something. I think that's it. So when he has a turn, when he transforms into a vampire, that is, even back then, that looked a little but everything else I love, like the wolf, like how Tom Savini turns into the I don't know why he would turn into a wolf, a lapdog. What do you want to call that? I don't know what that was, but
I don't know. To me, it kind of looked more like a rat.
It didn't it? I don't know what you call it, but I mean, rats do have sharp teeth, right? But
yeah,
I always thought that was a good transformation, though, that nobody ever even brings up when they talk about transformations and stuff.
But when you go into vampire lore, especially like if you take like the Vampire's Masquerade into consideration, there are shape-shifting vampires that can turn into animals like wolves and bats and things like that.
For sure. But it's just the manner. It's like he was evolving. Like it felt very werewolfish or something else was happening there, or very like a scene like it wanted to be, like it got chopped out of Graveyard Shift or something, but like you said, like a rat. But nevertheless, I'm not knocking it. I love this movie. Everybody knows about Salma Hayek.
I forgot she was in this. Well,
that seems to be the main thing people remember. But I love his line to her when she says, "I'm gonna make you my slave." He says, "No, thanks. I've been married." I just love that line. But, so that's my number 2. Anybody that hasn't seen it, I know there's people that haven't seen Scream, so I'm sure there's people that haven't seen a less popular movie, Dusk Till Dawn. So watch Dusk Till Dawn, people. George Clooney's first truly serious role, and he embraces it too. You don't see him not like, I didn't do Dusk Till Dawn, so for some reason he's okay with it. It got his career really rolling in movies. So,
and for a fact, Tarantino doesn't.
For sure.
That movie is so much his style. Like you're surprised he didn't direct it.
I think he did. I think he ghost directed.
He went to the script and wrote something, and he said she puts
Yeah.
her toe in his mouth. Really? Okay, we gotta witness your fetishes, Jesus.
Yeah, they say he has a vote of foot. You know, all the actresses he works with, he has a foot fetish vote. You know, where all the feet go.
Do they have to sign a waiver before they work with Quentin?
I wouldn't be surprised if they do.
But great movie. I think. I think I implore people to watch the Western version, the prequel, Part 3. I think it's a fun companion piece. It's nearly not as good, but I think it's if you enjoy this one, it's a fun movie. So yeah. All right. So that's our number 2. So your creme of the creme. Let's hear it, Ray. What is your number 1?
Okay. As I said, 1996 was not a big year for me when it came to horror, and quite honestly, this could switch with number 2, but I find this movie more enjoyable and more watchable, and that's From Dusk Till Dawn.
Ah, there it is. Justice.
I'll just be over here.
Justice. Yeah, you stay over there. No, I'm just kidding.
Be gone. This is the first and last time I'll be here.
But honestly, like, I think overall, story-wise, I probably like The Craft more, but like I said, From Dusk Till Dawn is probably more rewatchable. Not to mention, I like I've said before, the first half of the movie where it's kind of like a crime thriller. Right. I'm really into crime thrillers, so the first half of the movie was like the best part for me. When the vampires came in, I'm not knocking the vampire aspect of it, because the vampire aspect was fun, and I think that's where the movie started to get funny, you know, where they start breaking out like the jokes and things like that. Like, I think I remember like holy water condoms.
Yeah.
At some point. Yeah. So it's like
they were balloons, I thought.
No, I'm pretty sure they were condoms because they were in a booty bar.
Remember in the back when they retreated to the back for safety, there was like a pile of stuff of people they've killed over the years. Like there were toys too. You know?
Yeah. Like, so it got goofy, it got funny. The last half of the movie is hilarious. But yeah, I would have to say with rewatchability, this one's probably the top for me. From Dusk Till Dawn.
Because it has action beats to it. It has comedy. And whereas The Craft, even though I haven't seen it, what I have seen of it, it feels like a very centered, in whatever tone it is, it feels centered in it. And you have to be in that mood, and it's a story. You have to go with it. Whereas this, you can almost walk away from it and still watch it, you know, with Dusk Till Dawn. So I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. But thank you, Ray. You didn't do that for me.
No, it was just genuinely probably the most rewatched movie I've seen from the 96.
Yeah, I remember being blown away when that movie came out. Everybody was, even the people I was watching it with. First of all, that was a lot of nudity, believe it or not, in that day. You know, and then I, watching that with family that's older than you, seeing all that nudity, you kind of feel a little funny, like. And because it seems like they're thinking about, well, what is he thinking about? And you know what I'm thinking about. But
and also Tarantino's character is just, his character is weird. He gives you the ick.
When he grips, when he has that argument about him being so sick with his brother, and then all of a sudden he grips his brother's butt, and then they cut away. Like, I'm like, what is happening here? This
relationship assessed.
Yeah,
weird. And it's just like, yo, he really is what you call that, sex addict, like Jesus. But yeah. Oh, before we get off Dusk Till Dawn, anybody that does like Dusk Till Dawn or have seen it, try the TV show. The TV show is really good. It doesn't get enough plug, but it is slow at the beginning, like, because there's one problem with it. The first season tries to remake the first movie, so they're telling it in story. I mean, in episode format. So they're drawing it out longer. So like that whole thing you like of the beginning, that they draw that out for almost half the season, and it's like it's like, oh, why are you doing that? Like it felt like they were trying to milk it. Like it's like you're trying to get more story out of it. But once you get past the first 4 episodes, it's phenomenal. It's really good. And season 2 is like the best. And they in season 2 they kind of remade the first movie, but in season 2 they just went and did their own thing, and that's when it just really takes off. Eliza Gonzalez is in it, and that's the worst thing I've ever seen her in. She's really good. The guy that Ray, I don't remember his name, but remember we were talking about Titans, Slade Wilson's character, the guy to play Slade.
Yeah.
He is like one of the head vampires, and it also too. He's really good as
interesting.
He's almost like a vampire with triads, or not triads, but like what do you call that? I'm sorry. How am I blanking on this? Cartel. So Cartel, and it's really good. It is really good. Like I said, if you can get past the first like 4-ish episodes, and they're not bad. It's not that they're bad. It's just that it's annoying. If you've never seen the movie, you're fine with it. But if you've seen the movie, it's like you realize like they're stretching these episodes. Like you stretched a 15-minute scene into a whole episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it feels that way. But once they get past like they get to the bar, like it just they start doing whatever they want to do, and it's a better show for it. But yeah, check it out. And the girl, the young girl that's in it, she's really charismatic. She's really good in it. So yeah, check that out.
Will do.
Okay, nice number 1. All right, Doc Mortis, let's hear it. Number 1.
Oh, what a shock and a surprise. I'm sure nobody will be shocked and surprised with this, actually, but The Frighteners.
Oh, yeah. I always forget to pull you up. Hold on. I'm sorry.
This, specifically.
Oh, The Frighteners. Nice.
This is the special, like, box edition. Like, thick.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
There were only some few thousand that were made, I guess. I did not get on it right away. I got it, like, after the fact, and probably spent way too much money on it, but the commitment. It's in German as well. Some of the written stuff is in German, and I'm going to have to translate that, but the movie itself is in English, so that's nice. But not a very talked about horror film or film in general.
No.
But this is from Peter Jackson, before Lord of the Rings. All of the technology and computers and software that they needed to make the special effects for this film gave him the strength, shall we say, the open door to do Lord of the Rings. So you can thank the Frighteners for Lord of the Rings. But this was during the period of time where he was still known as the Prince of Splatter. So, not his most gory film, though. Not his most gory film at all. But this has Michael J. Fox, of course. Love Michael J. Fox in pretty much everything he's been in that I've seen. This has John Astin,
nice.
Dee Wallace,
Wow.
Jeffrey Combs,
Wow.
just a lot of familiar faces. And for me, when I first discovered this, I discovered it because of Michael J. Fox, but it was my introduction to Peter Jackson, Dee Wallace outside of E.T., and Jeffrey Combs. So it has a lot of sentiment, but I think it's also a really interesting story, and the way that they balance the comedy and horror in it. I've heard some people say it's more comedy than horror. Maybe so, but there's still some rather horrific things. Like Ray, you love serial killers. This has got serial killers.
I need to see that movie. I really do.
It is. It's got several layers. Some people don't like that, but I like the fact that there are these different layers that kind of coalesce in the climax, and it's just really interesting how they went about doing all of this. I love the ghost characters. Cyrus is a lot of fun. But yeah, it's one of my favorite horror movies that I always bring up whenever I can. So
Nice. I haven't seen it. I do finally have it. I always thought, because of Michael J. Fox, I always thought it was more on the comedy side. You do know, fun fact, that was originally a Tales of the Crypt movie.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah,
But
and
Robert Zemeckis, I think, said, no, this deserves its own movie.
Right. And it actually, if you go and search the trailers, there's a trailer of that with the Tales of the Crypt stuff in it, like the tagline and the music too. So, which is cool. Same with Death Becomes Her. So both those movies were on the docket as Tales of the Crypt movies, and they both. Well, I think what is the girl's name? What's the actress name in Death Becomes Her, right? Or Doc?
Which one?
Not Goldie. I'm blanking on her name right now.
Oh,
Meryl
yeah.
Streep.
Yes.
Meryl, yeah.
Yeah, Meryl Streep kind of pushed Death Becomes Her not to be a Tales of the Crypt movie because horror was taboo. I guess she didn't want to be. So they snatched all that labels off of that, and because they're also, if you go and check the original trailer to that, the Tales of the Crypt music is playing in that. So it's they were both that and the Frighteners were the original Tales of the Crypt movies before we got Demon Knight and Bordello Blood. But and also too, you talk about the strength of Lord of the Rings in that the starting there. Same with Death Becomes Her. The technology they used for when she fell down the steps is the same technology that opened the door and they used for Jurassic Park. So
there you go. Never thought you'd be able to say thank you, Death Becomes Her, for Jurassic Park.
Right?
Yeah.
Frighteners for Lord of the Rings. Isn't that something?
And Frighteners also has scoring by Danny Elfman. So
nice. My second favorite.
All of these things.
Yeah. Yes. I definitely need to watch that now. Okay. So for me, nice pick. I've never seen it, but I do want to see. I love Michael J.
Highly recommend.
My number one is, it was tough because I know I've been saying it all night. I am not a Scream fan. But it's starting to sound like it, huh? So I'm gonna go with that. I'm definitely gonna go with Scream. It's the formula.
There's a formula to it. A very simple formula. Everybody's a suspect.
So, in short, Scream is definitely the best, to me, in my opinion, the best movie of this year. Like, horror is looking at this, I didn't realize how thin horror was getting by that time. Because as the other years we did, because like after you see all this horror ramp up, but then before you see it, but like this year, I'm shocked to see what 95 is going to look like. But you see that horror really was dropping off, and Scream really did reinvented this genre. So yes, Scream. What more do we need to say? I think the pacing in this movie is, like I said, now that we're getting to a place where longer movies are normal. So we used to have movies like, 2-hour movies is the norm. We're getting 2.5 hours, and for a horror movie, sometimes that can be a lot. Back in the day, you wanted more from your movies, but now I see there is art to making a movie in an hour. Hour and 20 was regular. An hour and 30 minutes was actually long for a horror movie back in the 90s. So now I can see that having a movie that's coherent, good pacing, good beats, like good characters, I can see that this is truly a really good movie. There's art to that type of pacing, honestly. So yes, and what more can I say? This is the best Scream. I really love Scream 3. So that's my second favorite. I know I take a lot of shit for that too, but Scream 1, I think everybody, Ray included, should see it. So yep, that is my number one, Scream. No surprise, right? So in highlight, can I get you guys list roll again? So for 1993, you guys had what? Can you give me your top three?
Okay, so for 1993, my honorable mentions were Addams Family Values and Fire in the Sky. Going from 1 to 3, it would be The Good Son, California, and The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Great. Can I get your 96?
My honorable mention for 96 was Eye for an Eye. And then 96, going from 1 to 3, was From Dusk Till Dawn, The Craft, and The Ghost in the Darkness.
Sound like a good list, don't it? All right, Doc. Can I get yours for 93?
Yes. So for 93, I had The Addams Family Values, Nightmare Before Christmas as honorable mentions, of course. And then it was Body Bags, Good Son, and Hocus Pocus.
Nice.
Indeed.
And you're 96?
My 96 was let me see if I can remember the correct way I had laid this out. Oh. From Dusk Till Dawn, and Michael Jackson's Ghosts feature as honorable mentions. And then for 3, it was Scream, not Scream 3, just to be clear, and The Craft and The Frighteners.
Nice shot. Nice little shot at me. Okay.
Gently, of course, gently.
Okay. All right. Not nice, but it's slick. That was slick. Okay. Nice. That's how we're doing it. Okay.
Once again, first and last time here. Ah!
All right. That's how we doing it. Okay. Honorable mentions for 1993, Leprechaun 4 and Bordello of Blood. No, I'm sorry. I'm messing that up. I'm sorry. Honorable mentions for 93 is Addams Family Values and Body Bags. Top 3 movies: number 1, Leprechaun; number 2, Good Son; number 3, Jason Goes to Hell. 1996 honorable mentions is Leprechaun 4 and Bordello of Blood. Number 1 would be Scream. Number 2 would be Dusk Till Dawn. And number 3 would be Pinocchio's Revenge. I like my list. And you guys, I haven't seen a few on you guys' list, but it's an interesting list. You know, it isn't good as mine. Shot fired. But still, it's not a contest, but it is. No, I'm joking. True.
Choose now in the comments.
True. So thank you for being here. I'm gonna get to these comments and I'm gonna see you guys out in a second. Let's see what they're saying. All right, Dimension. I guess it's Halloween. Okay, I had Scream and Halloween because I discovered those movies first. Yeah, my first Halloween was Halloween 4, and it was my favorite until, here's another hot take, Rob Zombie's first one. Rob Zombie's first Halloween is my favorite, and then Halloween 4 would be my second favorite. Then probably H2O. So those are my top 3. I'm not as high on the original one like everybody is, but I do like 2 a lot though. I know. Don't write a letter about me.
I didn't say shit.
Yeah, I know. You look like you was going to say something. What did you want to say?
No, honestly, I'm kind of in the same mindset as far as the original Halloween. Yes, it was significant, absolutely still is, but
overrated. 2 is a better movie, better pacing, more kills. You know, it's not trying to beat artsy words. You know, it's just better, I think.
They have more money.
That's true, but I just think it was just they went for it. They were like, okay, let's just do this. You know, it just like even the scan shot of when he's walking around and he goes into like the camera, the POV shot, he goes into the house. Like I kind of, I don't know. I just think Halloween 2 is just so much better than the first one. But I mean, hey, Kels, good to see you here. Thanks for being here. Kels is one of my favorite people too. She was helping me figure out StreamYard. I'm not StreamYard. Restream. So I'm gonna be trying that pretty soon. So thank you for being here. Got to have you up on one too. Even though you're a hip hop hater, I don't know what's wrong with you, but yeah, I was in her stream. I was watching it anyway, and she had a lot to say. She hates NWA for some reason, and she's not a fan of Tupac. And I'm like, you know, and it was just everybody. LL Cool J sucks. I was just like, God damn, you just said you don't like hip hop, but all right, we're all entitled. I like the first season when they get to the nightclub, and it's definitely a remake. Yeah, Dimension, first season of Dusk to Dawn. But am I right though? Like once they get a little bit into it, it gets better and better. And second season is phenomenal. George Clooney definitely has sent some really good lines in that film, specifically when he says that's a matter of opinion. Yeah. That's how I felt. That's what I wanted to tell Dice, you know. I'm sorry, Doc. I'm sorry, that's what I want to tell Doc. Frighteners, good. Yeah, Frighteners sounds good. Frighteners, yes. What are your favorite characters? What's your favorite characters in Frighteners?
Oh god, I feel like I kind of like them all to some degree, but my favorite in that movie is Frank, played by Mike, played by Michael J. Fox.
I've never heard him called Mike. Isn't that something? Maybe Mikey from Spin City.
If it's someone like a really good friend of his, maybe I don't know, but mostly it's Michael J. Fox.
Right. Would you rather go on a dark ride with Frighteners or Demon Knight? Demon Knight's one of my favorite movies, so you know I'm gonna say that. But I don't want to ride with demons anyway. So I mean, maybe Ghost. I don't know. We probably ride with Ghost if you believe in
yeah.
that stuff. I don't know.
I haven't seen Demon Knight yet, so on that account,
Oh God.
I'll just say that a Frightener's Dark Ride could be interesting with all the ghosts and the Reaper and stuff. So, and especially picturing from if you're a passenger in Frank's car, I'm sure that would be really interesting.
See, that sounds like Chinese to me, like different language to me, because I don't know what it means. But I'm sure when I watch it, it'll all make sense.
Yeah.
Watch Demon Knight. I don't know what you've been doing.
Yes.
I don't know what you've been doing, but watch Demon Knight this soon before the year is out. Watch Demon Knight. You have it? I'm sure you have it.
I'll have access to it. We'll put it that way.
Okay. Oh, you on them sites? I know. Maybe Fire and Sky reboot. I don't know. I've never seen it. How do you feel about that, Ray? A reboot of Fire in the Sky?
Sure, why not? I'm usually not somebody who, cheers for a reboot unless I feel like the movie is way out of date or could be benefited from being added upon. With Fire in the Sky, I don't think I remember the movie well enough to say that it would need one, but why the hell not do it?
How about you've seen Fire in the Sky, right, Doc?
I have not yet, no, but I know the traumatizing scene from it, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really remember if the movie was like a good movie on its own or if it really needed to be added upon. So, but at this point they're remaking everything, so why not?
I mean, if you want to just be technical, like movies that I think would benefit from a remake, I think I don't like Halloween 3. I think it's the worst Halloween made. But I think it is a good concept though, and I believe it could really benefit from a remake. And I believe TV, maybe a 10 episode miniseries, 8 episodes, I think would do that concept justice. I really do, if done right, of course. But I think it could, and I think that's instead of a Michael Myers TV show, I think they should have tried to do that first, maybe. But we'll see. Anyone for you, Doc? Any movie that you think would benefit from a remake?
Oh, well, one that would benefit from a remake is Freaks. I want a Freaks remake.
I don't know if I know Freaks. What year is that from?
It's from 1932, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a few Freaks.
Well, the reason why I want the remake for that was because the true ending to that movie got lost.
Oh.
So when they re-released it, they kind of just patched it together with what they have. But the thing is that they have the original script, so they know what was supposed to happen. So I think they should just remake the movie with the correct ending.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's 1930. So if you do a beat by beat remake, because I'm more into reboots, not remakes. If you do a beat by beat reboot, remake for that type of movie, it's the 30s, yes. And then you say what happened, that's fine too. So that's called for a remake, but not something that came out in 2013. You're remaking
something that came out 5 years ago. Why are we doing this?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry I cut off your thought there, Doc. You can continue. But yeah, Freaks needs a remake.
No, that your answer actually gave me a refresher on something that I think would actually perhaps possibly work.
Yeah.
I say this with all of the love and adoration that I possibly can for the original, because that does have a very special place in my heart. But what if we got a more modern version of the Wolfman with a stipulation, all practical effects, of course, but with the stipulation that I want David Dastmalchian to play as Larry. Because that man wants to play a werewolf, and I said, yes, do this.
Sounds interesting. I don't know if I've seen the original Wolfman. I don't know. It's been so long.
It's a nice little watch. It's a warm home kind of watch for me.
So that's high on your werewolf list. If you were to do a werewolf list, is the Wolfman? Okay.
The original Wolfman, then probably American Werewolf in London.
Yeah, London kind of
Shock.
tops everybody's list, right? It's a great
Yeah.
movie. But what did you think of the 2010 one with Anthony Hopkins?
You know what? I liked that one. I thought that one was pretty decent.
Mhm.
So I have no issue with that one really. I even saw the one that came out this year. That one.
Okay.
It's not horrible. It's also just okay.
Well, I mean, it's different from what they were going to do. Remember, you were going to get the Dwayne the Rock Johnson as the Wolfman, and they looked like they were going to do the Avengers Universal monsters.
Wow, this is a different version of Fast and Furious. I don't.
Right.
Hmm.
Do you guys like Event Horizon? Hunter does. Stacy, you should talk to him. He could talk about Event Horizon all day. I've never seen it. I hear it's great though.
Me neither.
Same. I have it. I have not seen it yet. I like to dedicate proper time to each movie I haven't seen yet, so I certainly will be watching it. I hear it's a trip.
Yeah, and I heard it blends in like religion and science, so it does it well. And usually they go one or the other in these movies. They either go scientific or they go religion. So it's interesting to hear how a sci-fi movie is going to tackle religion and with aliens. And I'm guessing it's aliens. I don't know, but yeah, I definitely need to see that, Stacey. I haven't seen it. Would you like Gargoyles live? Of course. I actually would like Nicole Beharie to be the girl. I forget the cop's name in Gargoyles. I would love her to play that role. Yeah, Eliza would be cool too. Eliza Gonzalez would probably be cool, but I would like Nicole. But I remember I was in a stream one time and people were fan casting the whole movie, and a lot of people were down with Keith David as still the voice because it still probably would be CGI to a certain extent. So
yeah, or heavy prosthetics to some degree, perhaps.
Yeah.
It has to be Keith David.
Yeah, right. Who wouldn't want that movie though, Stacey? Of course. And let's see. Should Terminator franchise reboot with giant Chinese? Where are you going with this? Predict leaders. So let me ask you this, Stacey. Are you saying that because there is a Terminator? I think it's on Netflix because it's I think it's anime Terminator. Are you saying that because of that? I don't know. Terminator is my second favorite franchise, so I love all the Terminators. Some are better than others, of course, but I mean, it's if you think about it, Stacey, it reboots itself. The movie's about time, so it always reboots, and that's the one thing about messing it up. If people don't like it, it's like they can always reboot it. It's about time,
It's an alternate universe
all the time. So. I don't know how to answer that. It kind of reboots itself. It has rebooted itself.
But an ancient style Terminator, probably. That would probably be interesting to watch.
Okay. Yeah,
I don't think they would stand a chance. The Terminator would march through and destroy them all like within seconds, but might be fun to watch.
Are you gonna surround it in a type of tone like Prey was for the Predator movie? Like maybe something like that. I don't know how you pull that off. I mean, good writing is good writing, though, right? Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
Where there's a good screenwriter, there is a way.
Yeah. And see, look, Movie Hunter. See, Stacey, message him. He loves that. He'll talk to you all day long, right, Hunter? And last but not least, no, that is an idea of mine. Okay, yeah. Well, copyright your idea and get it to somebody.
Start writing the script, Stacey.
Good thing we brought it up here, though. Look. If they ever take your idea, you can say you can use this as a reference. You know, I came up with that. There it is. Okay, guys, thank you so much. It was so much fun. Sorry about the ring around the rosy with the dates, Doc. But we got you here, and it was so much fun. It was everything I thought it would be. Thank you. I hope we didn't throw you off and stuff. I'm sorry that we
look at this. You think you can throw me off? No.
Yeah, but thank you so much. We appreciate you for coming up so much.
Thank you for having me on. Always a nice excuse to talk about the Frighteners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was nice to finally meet you.
Likewise.
Nice. We'll definitely have you back if you would like to come back when we're all fully staffed. And shout out to Katie. She got some personal stuff going on. I'm sorry she couldn't be here. She really wanted to though, but Hopefully we'll have her back. And like I said, check out her channel. So because she finally she's so busy and it's hard for her to get out stuff, just as it is for Ray. So and it sounds like it is for Doc too. So definitely is for me. So support these ladies and support just support everybody. You know, it makes you feel better. You know, we don't get this time back, so it's nice to be, even if you can't see something live, to catch the replay. It helps. But thank you everybody that was here. We appreciate you too and your time, and thank you for your comments and your feedback. I don't know if you chose 95 last time I looked at that poll. You guys were tied. If 93 or 95 was better, that'll be my last question to my guests. What do you guys think, 93 or 95? What do you think was better?
96.
You going with 96, Dot?
Yeah, I'll go with 96.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's it's probably Scream, huh? What about you,
I
Ray?
was thinking the Fright.
Yeah, the Frighteners. Yeah, the Frighteners. You're number one.
I don't know, for 93 and 96. Probably 96 with The Craft and From Dusk Till Dawn.
Okay. Well, the chat agrees.
Yeah, I mean, I love The Good Son, but I have to give it to The Craft and From Dusk Till Dawn.
Like Hunter, the rest of the chat voted on 96 being a better year. I don't know, man. 93 was cool. There was a couple in there that like Warlock 2. I really enjoy Warlock 2. I don't know if you guys seen Warlock 2. First one's the best made movie, but 2 is my favorite. I think it's fun. It feels very action oriented to it. And so yeah, if you haven't seen Warlock 2, have you seen that, Doc?
I have not seen any of the Warlock films.
Me neither.
That shocks me.
Yeah, here's another shock. I haven't seen any of the Saw movies.
Okay.
I lost interest. I lost interest in the Saw after the third movie, quite honestly.
Let's wrap this up. I'm about to call her by her government name. No.
I'm working on it. I promised that I would be working on it, and when I do get into the Saw franchise, I want to do some reaction videos for my patrons so that they can have that. So that's why we haven't jumped on it just yet.
The first 3 are like whatever you want to think about the rest, but the first 3 is good. And 10, because 10 is it takes between those. That's where it's at. But I enjoy the whole franchise. And JT was in here. We had a long discussion about that on his stream the other night. I did, and we both love Saw. So we quite differ on our rankings of them. Everybody knows the Chris Rock one is the worst, but you know, still it's Saw, so it's like it's watchable, but it's pretty bad.
Yeah, I saw the fourth one and I was like, nope, I'm done. The first three were so good, but the fourth one, I did not like the fourth one.
I didn't like the fourth one either. That is, I mean, I like them all overall, but that before Spiral, that was the worst one for me. But it does, I will tell you this, Ray, it does pick a lot back up in 5, 6. So, you know, it does get way better. Yeah, Amanda. Doc will figure it out. Amanda, she'll know that name. All right.
I think I know that name already.
The pig lady.
That sounded like an insult, but nah. If you've seen the movie,
no. Once you see Saw, you'll understand the pig lady.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
Merchandise is everywhere, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, Ray. So I know I asked you, so I'm gonna ask you again. Anything coming up? Anything you got planned besides the book?
Well, because I am done with my book, it's finished, everything's done. I will be starting back up on my channel here this month, so, or maybe this next following week. I think Tuesday is when I'll upload it. I'm just going to catch up on the few months that I missed. And my book, Requiem of an Aria, is now published and available on Amazon. If you don't know what my book is about, it's about a Chicago detective who is investigating child murders throughout Chicago. It has religious undertones and supernatural elements in it. So if that's up your alley, please check out my book. You can find the links to my book on my Instagram page, Little Bit of Ray. My paperback has a different link on it because I had an issue with Amazon that took over 6 hours to fix, but it's now fixed. But my paperback is not linked to my ebook, so they have two different links. But you can find both links on my Amazon. My ebook you can find on my Tree link, which is also on my Instagram account.
Excellent.
And yeah, that's probably all I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to be more active on my YouTube channel since I have all this free time. I'm taking a couple of months off before I start my next book.
Excellent. Back to work. Back to work. Congratulations. I don't have the button.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm truly happy for you, and I can't wait to read the book. Okay. Now, our special guest. What do you have going on, Doc?
Oh, general lurkings in the shadows as usual, of course, skulking about. I currently, as I had mentioned earlier, I am in college, and this is towards honestly the end of my first year in college, and I am doing this specifically because I am trying to get training as an actor, so I can pursue actually doing some acting in cahoots, perhaps shall we say, hand in hand with the YouTube channel, so nobody panic. But that's what I've been focusing on mostly. That's what's been taking up a large majority of my time. But hopefully, with the end of this semester coming up in like 2 weeks, I will hopefully have some more content that I'll be able to get out for everybody. I owe Bronson Wright Wolf some reviews. He's been very patient with me on that. So hopefully we'll get those out and just more episodes, perhaps, of Brain Mucus. I need to get some guests lined up. And aside from that, little things like this, where I'll show up as a guest when someone will allow me into their circle and talk about nonsense, most likely. On my end, anyway. So, nothing that I can say definitively just yet, but keep an eye out, because there will probably be some things that'll pop up here and there. So
great. And I want to say thank you, because I know that's a lot of commitment in school. And school is just like, it's school. It's school.
Yeah.
And because I was actually thinking about school going back too, and it's just like, to think about to do it again. It's just like, oh my God.
It's something.
Yeah.
It certainly is. And boy, it takes your time. So, and I have another friend that's thinking about going to school, and I'm telling her, like, you don't understand how much, like, it's, and then you have so much invested. There's, money invested into it that you don't have to pay back, whatever you're doing, however your way you're getting to it. So it's like, you got to really focus. So it takes a lot.
I've been lucky enough. That's lucky enough in that I have some scholarships and grants that are covering things thus far. I believe I'm too scared to look too closely, honestly. But so far, yeah, things have been covered for me more or less. To the college that I go to, they have a great scholarship system in place. So that is pretty much the only reason why I actually attended college. So
that's wonderful. I'm glad to hear it.
That's really good.
I remember that announcement. It came like, I don't know if it was before or around the same time as your brand changing. So
a little bit, yeah, a little bit before, I believe.
So yeah, I remember that. I was like, oh wow. So she's gonna get famous on us. And so
we're gonna try.
I believe, but you have the chops. I can see it. There's so much going on. But other than your taste for Dustin Dawn, but other than that, everything else is
perfect,
Can't we just can't. We could try. But no, I'm joking. But then again, thank you so much. I know, because Katie hates when I have her solo, so I try to be mindful, but the buttons froze. Okay, so you're just up there. There it is. Thank you again for coming so much. I appreciate it. And me, I don't have anything other than another one of these movie years coming up, and that will be next Sunday. Same bat channel, same bat time, as they say. And we will have, I don't even want to announce who guests we will have. Katie should be back, hopefully. If not, we understand. But far as the other guests, they are booked, but as we know, life happens and things change. But you will, as soon as I know for sure, you will know. And I always try to do a trailer if Instagram will let me. Instagram had me so scared. I was scared to put the trailer on YouTube because I was thinking I was going to get shadow banned or some shit if I put it on YouTube. So I didn't. I just let it go. But I gotta have. I almost called you by your name, but I gotta have Doc up here again, and maybe in a different manner. We'll see. We'll see. I would love to have you up for the Leprechauns, and see, that would be fun. I should have a stacked panel for that, but everybody can't be Ken Sledge and have 20 people up, but
Yeah, just have Ken step in. He'll fill 5 places for the Rah Rah team for that. He'll be fine.
Right. Shout out to them. Love them. Yep. So you know the deal. You know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Tell your friends, tell your dog, tell your cat, tell everybody to leave a like, and I definitely appreciate it. If you can, tell us your favorite movies. We're getting out of here, so tell us in the comments your favorite movies from 1993 and 1996, and we'll definitely look at it. Thanks again, people. God bless, and I'll see you on the next one.